Hey, began it. Welcome to the 1 hour and 47 minute late SINDROA.
Welcome to Guilt Grumps, where I'm guilted by a grump.
Oh, fucking, you shut the fuck up.
Damn, bro.
How dare you say true thing?
It is literally 1 hour and 40. Oh, look who showed up instantly after I started it.
Hey, it's the big man.
You just had to start his screen.
Yeah. Last time on SINDROA, everybody, Jesus, what even happened? Everybody had a bad time, with the implication of having to fight Victor, and nobody really wanted to do it. And then everybody went
to Jeffro's colleague.
And then everybody went to the king and said, "Don't fight Victor." And the king said, "I really feel like I have to fight Victor." And then everybody yelled at him some more. And the king said, "Well, you go fucking talk to Victor then." And then everyone said, "I guess." And then we kind of ended the session. So now, it's the session.
Nice.
So I guess we pick up pretty much immediately after you guys leave the bank in the center of town.
I've contracted sore throat since last week, and I've said all I've had to say last week. So please remember that, because my throat hurts.
Well, you guys, I mean, you guys already left him.
Oh, did we?
I didn't.
Johnny,
are you still there?
Yes.
We're walking out. Johnny, we're heading out now.
I don't want to see Victor.
Oh, I suppose that was inevitable.
Inevitable.
What are you going to do?
You go ahead.
What are you going to do?
Meet me back here.
You keep saying different things than what I want to hear.
What? Okay, tell me what you want to hear.
That we're friends.
Oh, we're friends, of course.
All right, I'm confident then.
Johnny, are you going
We won't
to leave?
be too long. And if we were not back in a day, send
That's
a
a
link.
long time.
It's only 24 hours. But Johnny, are you
Stay.
going to leave?
No, you're going to leave.
Yes. But when we are gone, will you actually be
No.
here when we
No.
are back?
We're going to Duke Ontlint to help him. If we're not back in a month, send a link.
Just go. Bye,
All right,
Pharrell.
my friend wanted to listen in on this.
What?
On this right now.
Okay.
And?
He'd like to be invited.
So invite him.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
If he talks, we kill him.
It's I think
He's not going to.
that's well established.
We find him and then we kill him.
Ugh.
I'm about to try something weird. I don't want him to come in here.
Nah, fuck it.
No,
Well, I mean, if you don't want him to come in, then he doesn't have
I
to come
mean,
in.
like, do it, but it's just...
You
dumb.
don't want him to
Listen,
come in.
If it's gonna make you
Weird.
uncomfortable.
I'm always uncomfortable. It's okay.
Okay, well.
He has a...
So anyways, you guys are standing there in the thoroughfare. Ronick, I'm echoing again, and it's driving me fucking crazy.
It's only you.
I know, and it's annoying every time.
I've lowered everything.
I don't know what... It's only you that this ever happens through.
I know, but it's also only you that.
I'm
I don't
aware
know,
of that. Oh,
You
that's
gotta
gonna drive me
change your
fucking
voice,
insane.
boy.
So what do we do here?
Change your voice.
Ronick, shut the fuck up. I just let you indulge yourself and masturbate all over the
Well,
place.
I
for
won't
an hour
next
and a
year
half.
then. Okay, I get it.
You gotta fucking...
Not do it anymore. Okay.
Ronick, I swear to God, if you don't pull those nails out of your stigmata and climb down off of your big cross-shaped piece of wood, I'm gonna kick you in the side of the head.
Well, to be fair,
Ooh, to be fair,
it's pretty hard to be confident when you're already you've lost your preparation and you're constantly hounded.
Mm-hmm. That was fair. Camus, you're very fair skinned.
Thank you.
You've got a nice complexion.
I'm milky.
Mm-hmm.
I ooze milk. I also
Testing!
So that I was gonna say I'm
Nick go like you're
Ah!
That was
I don't think it echoed. I don't think
What?
it echoed.
It's not echoing, so.
Can you refill my water bottle?
Yeah, sure. Here, hand it over. Holy shit, this is heavy!
It's like it's as tall as 10 men.
It's full of dark matter!
It's true. But I believe in you, Gio. Don't spill it.
I
or I'll die.
fill it with matter and it gets really dark. What are we doing?
What? We're talking to Victor.
Oh, hey, I'm Victor.
Hey, Victor. How's it going?
I'm here ice cream.
Oh, nice. Nice. What flavor?
Flavor.
Flavor? Good, good.
Flavor time.
Ooh.
Are we waiting for something?
I have no idea.
Someone has to say that we're doing something, but it's not going to be me.
My buddy's gonna be half playing League, so it's okay. You don't have to feel embarrassed because he's gonna be half listening.
Where is he?
I sent the invite link. He's just trying to get a chance to get in.
Playing for a live audience today, boys.
Alright, anyways, you're.
Well, we're already doing that.
Sovi.
Yeah, Sovi is here for some
Sovi's
reason.
dead.
Go away. Get out of here.
God.
I bully
Here.
Sovi more than I've ever bullied Ronick.
I doubt.
You fucking listened into a couple of the sessions.
Yeah, no, you yell at him and you hate him. You just like passively let me think I'm your friend.
Ronick, you're too sensitive. Yeah, me and Sovi are best friends, which is why I think about every day killing him. Each and every second.
Every day. Are you guys gonna do the Victor thing first, or should I go ahead?
I mean, they don't seem too terribly inclined to do it at the moment, so I guess we could do what you wanted to do.
Okay, dang.
We were heading out, so you can. We're walking. We're RP walking.
Well, do you want to do your thing first, or do you want to?
Well, this is happening meanwhile because we'd have to like.
Yeah, I know.
go to the place
I'm just not sure what.
It'll take time for us to get to Victor anyway, or at least reach a place where we can ask for like a parlay or something. I don't know. So this could be happening then.
Okay.
Alright, I guess we'll do Johnny's first. Johnny, what's up?
Alright. So, like, I didn't actually leave the room. Didn't.
Bye, King. I close the door.
Okay.
Great.
Alright. King Iraq.
Oh, you're still here. Hello, Johnny.
Sorry. I mean, I'm sorry for my previous comment. What I said.
It's alright. We're all in a pretty dark place here at the moment, I believe.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was just listening to what you were saying and seeing things from your perspective. I felt like I could understand, and then came to the kind of painful realization that there was nothing I could do or say to make it better. And I guess what I said was more reaction to the pain of that realization than a response to the situation.
You don't have to apologize to me, Johnny. I'm not exactly a stranger to saying things in the heat of the moment. I don't know if you've noticed.
I feel like don't really act ourselves. We're reacting to pain.
suppose there's some truth in that. Is there something you wanted?
I don't know what it's like being king or anything, or being in the situation that you've been in, but like having all these expectations that you need to live up to. But if you feel a need to talk about something, I'd like to know.
I appreciate the offer, really, but one does not maintain his sovereignty if he doesn't know how to shoulder the burdens of leadership. You've just got to keep forging on forward, despite the fact that very much the weight of an entire country is on your shoulders, and the lives and livelihoods of all its people. It's just something you have to learn to deal with, because if you don't, it's going to crush you, and you are going to fall into a dark, dark pit from which you shall never escape.
That's dark.
Alright, that's a good start.
It is what it is. I've made my peace with it a long time ago, and being the person, it's difficult to retain your popularity when you're known as a king who knelt, but I've worked to get it back up to where it is, and get it back up to bringing Ebria back into the forefront. There's still that niggling doubt. Raid capitalized on that. I am still the king who surrendered to our enemies. And I don't want to be that again. That's all.
Was there anything else you could do?
Keep fighting and lose more and more lives. I'm sure some people would have been excited about that. A lot of people are interested in going out in a blaze of glory if it's for a noble cause. But at a certain point you have to make a decision to stop. It was... The war 20 years ago was an utter disaster. We were outmatched at every turn. We were obliterated on the battlefield, sabotaged, our farmlands burned, civilian populations targeted, traitors in our midst. It was a clusterfuck. And there are those who believe that had we held on to our conviction, had we managed to spring Keen Haitian, bring the golems back to the forefront, had Raid been able to lead with his leadership in mind instead of Meritus's choices, perhaps we would have been able to turn some of that brutality back on the Aramuni. But it was a losing battle. We were just marking time, piling bodies. It had to be done.
Not an easy decision to make.
No, and I've suffered for it for 20 years. And here I am on the cusp of reclaiming it. And now this arrogant, bald prick who has, been in the city for the last... He came in after the war. He has less claim than we do. And he thinks just because he's got the power to push around that he can tell us what to do. And the worst part is that he bloody can.
Yeah, he's a douchebag.
Yes.
I feel you.
I don't know what sort of nonsensical pseudo-philosophy he keeps peddling, but I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, he said the same thing to us earlier.
It barely makes any sense. But what do I know? I'm just a failed king from a dead nation. Part of the past. Time to sink with the ship.
I hope you don't believe that.
I'm not really certain what other recourse I have at the moment. But I'm doing what I can, and what I can do is, stupid.
What are you gonna do?
If we have to, we'll fight. But I can't kneel again. I'm not going to bend in supplication to some fucking sorcerer. It's just not going to happen. Either we'll meet across the table and shake hands and put this all to bed, or we're going to kill each other. There's no other ending.
I wish there could be.
Doesn't work like that sometimes, I'm afraid. Sometimes there is no good choice. I've learned that in my years of leadership.
How long have you been?
How long have I been king?
Foreign
40
nation.
years.
Yo.
Not very long.
Isn't that like... Okay, pardon me. I don't know a lot about elves. How long do you...
I'm aware that it's a short duration of time.
I mean, it's long for me. That's like most of a lifetime for me.
How are you doing, Furnace?
What is a furnace?
Oh fuck! Furnace comes in with a trolley of biscuits.
Aw.
Good day, Furnace. You're a little noisy today.
The fans. What can you do?
We can do a meanwhile, by the way, you guys.
Meanwhile,
Do-do-do.
the party, the rest of the party, arrives at the edge of the Silversong Promenade.
Ahem.
And as you reach that area, you can see where previously the streets had just gone straight into the Silversong Promenade. They have been fortified now. And there is, almost sprung up out of nothing, you have no idea how they were able to build this in seemingly such a quick amount of time, but there's like a full, like, 12-foot wooden barricade that is just completely blocking the street.
Hello, random.
You don't see anybody.
Oh,
You just see the barricade.
they usually were. Huh.
Is there a big door on the barricade?
Like made out
There
of
is not.
like wood, like.
It looks like a very sturdy dark wood.
Hmm. I look at the.
You what?
I knock on the.
As you knock on the wood, you see looming suddenly over the like top of the barricade, probably on some sort of platform on the other side, 3 of the members of the Ozaran Horde just staring at you. It's like they came out of fucking nowhere.
Hello.
You can see all of them have their weapons out, and they're just staring.
I'm not here to attack. And neither are they, I pointed. We know where we're coming from, but we would like to maybe speak with Vic.
Victor?
They don't move.
Huh.
Fucking
Could I identify
train,
what
too,
the wood
Jesus
was that they
Christ.
used?
Can you what?
Could I identify the wood?
Make a carpenter's tools check.
I'm rolling on my bed. Shaw. 21.
You actually don't know.
Or 17, I forget. Is it +8 or +7? +4?
I don't know, man. It's your
I don't
thing.
know. I lost my clipboard in the move.
You actually don't know what kind of wood this is.
Huh. This unknown wood.
It is unknown wood.
That's hot.
Great.
Does it look like any of the wood that's around us?
It's not. You're very
I mean,
focused
like
on the type of wood
forest
that this is.
outside or something.
You've really glommed onto this wood.
Glomp.
Glom.
Like, it doesn't look like the wood that's outside of Kalor.
It does not.
Ludwig,
Yes.
I'm going to sending Victor.
Oh, okay, that's a lot more direct. Keep looking at the wood.
Identifying woods.
the fucking guards are up there staring at him, and Luswig's like, "Hold on, I know what to do." He pulls out his fucking little like magnifying glass.
I take out my sextant. I'm like rubbing the wood.
I don't think that's what you use that for.
That's what you
I
do.
don't know that.
Okay, somebody go ahead and put Ludwig's face on this. Wrong channel. Damn it.
Put a sextant in my eye instead of that thing.
Yep, that's wood.
Just like zoom it out so that I'm using a sextant on the wood.
So you wanted descending Victor?
I'm just saying, Victor. Victor. Yeah, Victor. We would like to speak with you about negotiations with Iraq. Full stop. Period.
I reply to this message.
You reply to it? How do you say?
You can reply to this message.
You can reply to this message.
There is no response. However,
Yeah?
you're not sure when it happens. You swear you've been looking around in the area, but at some point you just suddenly realize that there is a door on the barricade. A dark wooden door. Familiar. And it opens slightly.
I was in front of it. Did I notice it at all?
Yeah, you were like
No.
looking. You were like
Looks like
examining. You were like
somebody-
examining part of like the wall, and then you look over, and there's a fucking door next to you. Now you're like, "Bleh."
Does he recognize the wood on this door?
Also no. It's actually the same kind of wood.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna walk in there. That's alright with you guys.
Yeah, I'll walk in too.
I walk in after Slayer.
I walk in before.
Walk right in.
Jeffro, do you go in before or after Slayer?
It doesn't fucking matter.
I think it really matters.
The order matters. With Slayer as our anchor, we need to know who went where.
Oh Christ.
You enter among the stacks of the House of Victor, and the door closes behind you.
I'm gonna
Oh, yeah?
start touching everything I can.
Alright.
Touch.
He needs
You hear-
to
you hear-
keep his hands behind his back.
Please don't do that.
Okay.
As Victor suddenly appears nearby, floating, his hands behind his back.
Slayer will
Hi.
cross his arms.
Why, hello there. You.
Hello
You?
there, dear Schlock. What a pleasure
My
to
name-
accept you in my home at this hour.
How is it going?
Okay, really?
Well, how is it going?
Oh my god.
Everything is quite well here. How are things in New Ebria?
Is that what it's
Well,
called?
Nebria.
I don't like that.
Nebria.
I don't really like him, to be honest.
They
Well,
are
we're getting ready for
abrasive.
war.
I noticed. As you can see, I have taken a few precautions to protect my districts.
Yeah, that was pretty quick.
I pride myself on working quickly.
Do you pride yourself on finding wood that I don't know about?
I've noticed in your thoughts you're thinking a lot about this wood.
Where
I
did
would
it come
advise
from?
you to let it go.
I'm onto something.
Embrace the unknown, Lucy.
I'm about to unravel a mystery.
So,
Right. Oh fuck, this is not.
Zip up and unzip the competition.
what is it
Please
you
don't be
wanted
coy,
to
Victor. You know why we're here.
not be coy? It's like you don't know me at all.
Then you're thinking right now how I do know you at all.
That's what Lucivic's thinking about.
Ludwig's thinking about wooden cocks.
He's thinking about Ice Age batons,
That's
also
what.
known as the oldest dildos on Earth.
Now that is truly impressive.
Yeah.
Is that last one made out of like an elephant's tusk? Trunk?
Looks like a root of some
No.
sort.
It's
I
a
think
penis,
most of them
actually.
are like rock.
I like
hate how
the
it's
I like the
L word
huge rock
on
one.
the second one.
I like the one that looks kind of like a ghost.
Yeah. But
Why is the L
They are
word
all
written on-
ghosts of the
Why
past.
Why is the L word written on the second one? It looks like the mood.
because these were excavated in France.
Oh. It looks like it says the mood.
Mod.
Well, you're the one who called the meeting, so if you want to begin.
I wake up. So,
But do you wake up inside?
we all want to prevent this war, right?
I have no desire
Yeah.
for bloodshed.
Well then, we need to come to a truce.
I don't know if you noticed, but I attempted to come to an understanding with King Irok. And he shouted and yelled like a petulant child, throwing me out of his district for merely suggesting something contrary to his opinion.
You have that effect on people.
To be fair, you did insult him and his entire legacy to his face.
One might perceive it that way. I was merely trying to show him the way of things.
Well, practice a little more tact next time. We've spoken with Iraq. He doesn't want to fight you either. He knows it's not going to end well.
No, it won't.
But he knows that he can't afford to be the king who surrendered. He doesn't. He can even convince his people to lay down their arms. So that's something we need to work together on.
If the king cannot convince his people to let go of their bloodlust, what makes you think that I can?
I don't know. First thing that springs to mind is the common enemy of the Zeranites.
Yes, the Zeranites loom on the horizon.
But
They are.
Iraq has done a good job of playing down their threat. If there was some sort of, I don't know, reminder.
We go find.
Reminder.
We think that. How informed are your people?
My allies and I are quite aware of the Zeranites and the threat they
But what about
pose.
the people?
The people? The people know of what is happening in the country. They are not sheltered in that way. They are aware of what has happened on the coast. No doubt the Ebrians are aware. They just believe themselves not to be Aramuni and therefore not in the line of fire.
I guess that's true. Well, as we said, the king really doesn't want to fight you.
And yet he is.
He's not. There's no one at your doorstep fighting you, punching your people.
They are all sharpening their weapons and getting ready to march. I am not blind, you know.
Please, just fucking pop over there and talk to him
I did that.
again.
Well, not talk at him, talk with him.
We have incompatible goals, he and I. We are not going to see eye to eye.
You need to convince him that he will
No.
still.
Victor, are you not having
afterwards.
special elections here or something that I've heard about?
The people choosing their own path, you mean?
Yes. What's up with that? I didn't get too much info on that.
When the time comes, the people of Kaelor collectively will decide what is to be done. There will not be an imposition like the Aramuni rolling through, or the Ebrians reinforcing their iron fist, or even me imposing my considerable power on the city.
Yes. Couldn't the Ebrians be part of that election?
Certainly, if they are citizens of Kaelor. I have no desire to exclude them.
No, why don't you discuss that? Because I don't think that was made too apparent. Because he seems like it to the king. It seems like you just want to be in control of it.
I have no desire to be in control of Kaelor.
Oh,
If
then you would.
it were foisted upon me, I would accept, of course, but it is not my goal.
Now, certainly you might be thinking, you know what? I'm here, guys. They've given you housing and crackers. You choose who you want to be cool with. Don't you think they're not really so much right now in a position to consider the Ebrians right now?
The Ebrians have done very little to make themselves beloved in the hearts of people other than their own.
Big if true.
You also didn't tell them about the election. They have no proper campaign.
You keep using this word election.
Yes.
What is it?
Is it not a word that exists in this world?
No, it
Maybe
does,
not.
but I mean,
I mean, they're electing the future.
in a sense, I suppose.
So, how about we take two, and by that I mean we take another shot at this. Maybe you and the king can come to some sort of agreement in saying, hey, king, you're part of this too if you really want to, and I'm totally not going to take over by my own will. While just
The
looking him
king
in
does
the
not
eye.
trust me. Even now, even the things I say to you,
You think
I
about
can-
not trusting him in my mind?
I can tell that you have your reservations about me as well. When people start to mistrust you, they tend to continue to do so.
Victor, do you think any of it is misguided or mistrust?
I am aware of the effect I have on people. They do not like sinister sorcerer in a floating castle trying to tell them what to do.
It might be a little bit more than that.
Anyways, his armies are ready to march, after all. I don't think the people are going to back down quite so easily. Although, of course, no soldiers will die. It will be a much more simple affair than that, but...
Oh,
What do you
after he
mean?
says that, Slayer's just like, oh, okay. I want to roll insight on that to see if he's like telling the truth about no soldiers dying.
Sure, go for it.
Can I also, just as a backup?
You can't
Because
just...
that's a
Anytime somebody
precarious
says insight...
situation.
I got a 19.
Okay, he's pretty hard to read.
Man,
Someone take the stone mask
do
off.
you
him.
remember when you were on the dagger? Some of you were there.
Yeah.
On the eve of a great battle, your dearly departed friend John Bones was visited by the demon prince Grast.
Yeah.
And there he sent him spiraling into the abyss. He was doomed to die, but Victor brought him back. Do you remember how I did that?
Besides you wiggling your fingers and doing the cool thing.
I said his name, and he was mine. If I wanted to, I could end the war in Ebria by cutting off the head of the Hydra whenever I desire.
Now where do that? Do people know about your your super existence?
What? What?
Your multi-universal expanse of lifetimes and whatnot?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do they know about that?
Do they know about what?
Because we think it's cool, but what if the people? What about?
That.
Yes.
I have spoken to the people about it. There is some excitement, some consternation, as to be expected. I will not say it is a uniform response. There are those who see the value and those who do not. Even if I were to speak with King Irok again, I don't think you understand that it will have very little effect on the mind of his populace. If he cannot control them now, what makes you think he will control them after we have spoken again?
We're here right now with his very reluctant but still there belief that
You're
a talk
misunderstanding
can
me. He appears to be, in terms of power, somewhat impotent in this regard.
and that's why we're going to help him.
Well, then a reminder. Something to bring the threat of the Zeranite to the forefront of the Eberian people.
And we don't think. Also, didn't you say yourself, Victor? You hate governing.
I didn't say that.
You
I
totally
said I'd
did.
done it before, and it is quite a handful.
I think back long ago in session 113, you said that.
Oh, he brought up sessions.
I have no intention of. I have no intention of running a country.
I don't.
So why don't you just leave that to other people?
Even if the people were to choose my vision for Kaelor, I would not be its ruler. That's too much. I would find somebody else to manage such things. I am not the dictatorial type.
I'm just saying, like, couldn't you just be like, hey, guys, I don't want to do this, really, because I don't, and I think it's troublesome, because I found it troublesome. Look at them over there. They won't punch you, but they do. But they are good at running a country that they have done before.
They weren't very good at running a country.
I mean,
Perhaps
they
you've
weren't
forgotten
good
they
at winning a war.
collapsed.
That was the difference.
And the war is on their doorstep again.
And Zeret, they'll be ready for it once we remingle them.
I don't think even you believe that.
Well, that's why we're gonna punch some of them so they get the pre-punch by the time they get there.
Haha, no.
Jeffro,
We
you're
already shut down that plan multiple times. Just saying.
And furthermore, the only thing that will pacify the people is if Ebria takes Kalor again, and that simply cannot happen. They will not be content merely to join hands and stand resolute against the Zerenites to the west. They want their city. I put there in immense quotation marks.
Why did you use your fingers for?
Show us your hand.
Wait, does Victor have fingers?
Victor does have fingers
He
and
has
hands.
two
He has both of
hooves.
Does he
those.
have 7 fingers or 7 toes?
He fuck you. Listen, the Driokans held this city once and they fled after the cataclysm. The Eridari held the city and ran back to their forests from a curse. The Ebrians held the city and were laid low by the Ebrians. Nope, by the Eramuni.
Yeah, there you go.
And the Eramuni had the city but vanished along with their governor. Now the Ebrians want to turn back time. It does not work like that. Kalor has ever moved forward. You cannot reforge what was broken.
You're also, won't it be awkward? Like, you're going to control Kalo, and then. Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
What the fuck was that?
I think he's been assaulted
I
and
think
murdered
he
away by
was
someone
called
in his house.
away.
I think that may have occurred.
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
Zusvik, why are you yelling at me? Oh my god. This is very rude.
Hey, Victor.
Hey Slayer.
I want a magic sword. Can I trade you this rock talon from Gold Boy's Rock?
No.
That here.
Yeah, won't it be awkward if
Oh,
Yeah,
welcome back,
but-
Lusvik.
I mean, there's going to be a bunch of Ebria, but it's going to be all around Kalor. Don't you think that will be weird?
I don't think that is going to last as long as they think it is.
I mean, not disbarring the fact that you're going to snap them out of existence or whatever. Whatever you have in mind.
What are you going to do with them if you say no soldiers will die?
I told you. Merely remove the head of the Hydra.
Explode Iraq?
Well, that's a pretty crass way of putting it.
I don't think that'll do it.
Then I'll find someone that does work on.
I don't think the analogy of a hydra is really apt. I think it's
Yeah,
more of a
Yeah, Hydra's not the right word.
colony of-
Yeah, cutting the
Hydras-
head off doesn't help.
Yeah, that's actually really bad. I did.
gotta
This is
burn
a
it
poor.
or
This is a
something.
poor metaphor.
I know.
Cutting the head off of the
No, don't make it a hydra. Make it
cutting
like
the
a
head off of
multi-headed
something that
snake.
would die if you cut off its head,
But would
Like a
still have
dragon
another,
or something.
like a dragon.
But they
or
still have
something.
other heads, so it doesn't have to necessarily be a hydra. But have you seen like those two-headed snakes? It's like that, where one of the heads is alive but vestigial.
This does seem apt for the Ebrians because I think the brain power is a little bit lower in the separate heads there.
Ooh.
burn, dude.
Don't talk about. I don't know who to insult right now.
Holiday, Hubby, what?
How about this? I will speak to Iraq again. If we do not come to an understanding, that will be that.
Great. Let's go.
Where are your cat commandos?
The Shadow Brood is in Southtown at the moment.
I haven't talked to them yet. I'm gonna.
I don't really want to go back to the Aramuni.
You mean the Ebrians?
Or the
Aramuni.
the Ebrians. Yeah. I don't really want to go back to the Ebrians.
Stay there.
Hello.
I think Slayer's gonna stay with Victor.
But Victor's gonna go to Europe.
So you're gonna come with us anyway, haha.
Uh-huh.
Lol.
Slayer's gonna stay at Victor's house.
You're going to stay in here after I've left.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
You're gonna touch everything.
Just put him in a box.
Put him in his kennel.
You're not going to stay here when I'm not here. That is not how this works.
Why?
I do not know you at all.
Hi, I'm Slayer. Slayer extends his hand.
I'm going to go meet with Iraq now.
Come on,
Yeah.
Slayer, let's go.
He
Right.
motions towards the door on the wall, which opens back up. And you can see through the doorway the interior of the bank. And you can see Iraq sitting there, and also Johnny's in there.
Oh,
Hey.
Let's go out.
And he just
Hey.
walks through. He floats. He floats through. Johnny! A fucking door opens on the wall, and your party and Victor just fucking come right out.
Walk right.
Eyes wide. Horrific expression on my face.
Hello, Johnny. I was sad that you didn't come to visit me. I'm glad I got to catch a glimpse of you.
Try not to cast spells.
King Iraq. Victor? And Victor looks at you guys
Slayer.
and says, nope, don't do that.
SpongeBob.
Victor looks at you guys and says, would you be so kind as to give us the room?
Slayer leaves.
He's talking to us.
He's not talking to Iraq.
Shame. Okay. I'm going to skedaddle.
Yes, we leave the room.
Hey, listen.
But
You
we
listen?
Hey, listen. But we listen.
I pull up my ear horn.
Slayer's gonna. Do
I
some
hold a glass
cat
to the
action.
door.
Make a perception check if you are
Okay.
Jesus fuck.
My dice tray broke, and so I'm trying to roll on this tiny lid.
oh! I thought you were gonna say you're trying to still roll on it without like. Glass.
No. There's
backing
too much
you.
broken glass.
I got 14.
14?
You said perception?
I did say
Yeah.
perception. If you want to try to listen in.
Mm-hmm. 21.
21. Wizlor pulls out his ear horn and puts it against the door, and is trying to listen in, but he's not really getting anything. Johnny Magehands gets up to the door and listens in, and is able to keenly hear nothing.
You do that. All I can hear
Doesn't
is,
sound like anybody's talking in there. It's just silent.
So, what did you guys say?
We
We should probably go for like a truce or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Pretty much that.
And so he said okay, and then he walked in.
said he's going to give him another chance to talk. We talked about the elections. I was going to have an election. Maybe the Ibrians could be part of that.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't. I don't think he thought that talking with Iraq was a problem, but convincing people.
I agree.
So I think we need to double down on convincing the people that, hey, you know what, as much as the Ebrian idea is cool. I mean, the finding the Zeranite idea is cool. I don't know if that means they're going to integrate with the non-Ebrians. We gotta see how racist these Ebrians.
Yeah, but okay, but so Victor didn't say anything like, "Oh, I don't know about this," or like nothing. He was just like, "Okay, I'll talk to him again."
Well, he said, "Sure, I'll talk to him."
Well, it seemed to take you a bit of a long time.
It took some buttering up.
So, what were his reservations?
He didn't think that it would be worth it. That it would work at all.
Uh-huh.
And eventually we convinced him to give it a shot. For the good of the people.
All right, so consider this.
Nice cough. I've considered it.
Thank you. I'm doing my best. He just asked us to leave the room. Now he's alone with Iraq in there. No one else is in there.
Uh-huh.
He just kills him.
Okay.
He could have done that
Has
anyway.
that occurred to you?
He could have just done that anyway.
Probably would have just done it that anyway. If
He-
he was
he made it
planning on
clear that he
killing him,
could
he
have
could have
done
done
that
it at any time, Johnny. Has that occurred to you?
Oh wait, he said that?
He did.
Okay, so you guys did not give me the whole story. And I asked you what he said, and you didn't tell me. So wait, he just said, "Oh no, I can just kill him with a thought."
I mean, because I think it was more apparent that it seemed more apparent that he wanted to talk than kill him on the spot.
Okay, so assume that the talk doesn't go well, and he's like, "Well, it's not going to go well." So
I think he's only
No,
going to
that's
do
kind
that
of a
when
last resort thing.
they go forth and attack, because that's why he brought it up. He said, "Hey, if the Ebrians start attacking us, I'm just going to insta kill him." Well, he implied that. He used a really bad analogy.
he will.
He used
But
a really
doesn't
bad
that
analogy
imply that he
involving
will?
the Hydra.
No.
It implies that he could, Johnny.
There's no
And-
one else. There's no one
I
else.
think you're getting worked up over nothing, John.
Johnny, I'm concerned about the talks, but I don't think insta murder is on the agenda right now. If I'm wrong, you can punch.
All right, great. That'll fix everything. You're right. That'll fix everything.
Johnny, when it comes to a being who can like insta kill whenever he wants, I don't think it would. I don't know. It just
Knock on the
doesn't.
door.
You knock on the door?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yelling in the other.
Nothing happens. Nobody comes to the door.
Hate that stupid thing Asians do where they try to make a heart with their fingers. It doesn't work.
Ronick the racist, capital
Old
R.
Ronick the racist coming at him again, just like he hates all those Vietnamese people.
Who said that? I'm talking about the stupid, like the stupid this. Hold up.
Remember that time when Belisario was introduced?
No, 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 no.
You
no,
took time
no.
out of your day
No.
to viciously insult
No, he
the
did.
entire
It was.
Vietnamese people.
I'm talking about this. I'm tired of seeing this. It's just like, okay, cool. You made a
What?
V.
I've never
Yeah,
I've
seen
never
that
seen
before.
that
Yeah,
before
no, no,
in
that's
my
a
life.
Korean thing. That's a Korean
Yeah,
thing.
it's a.
I have never seen that before.
I guess I'm just not up with
It's like, hey guys, here's a compact way how to make a heart with your
2016 or
really
something.
long thumb. How the fuck did she do that? I can't do that. My hands can't do that.
You gotta move your
Yeah.
finger up a little bit. I can do it.
Even
I
Chu
have-
can do it.
I
She
have
has
really
no
small
hands at all.
You have
doesn't have.
you have ganglions for phalanges.
Well, I just moved my thumb further up on my
Yeah, I'm
finger.
doing that, and not only does it hurt, but it's still really short.
Well,
Yeah,
relax.
I gotta
Relax
agree
your
with
hand.
Sonic here. I can't do that.
Well, you don't have your finger completely straight. You gotta bend it at the first.
It's
knuckle.
kind of awkward to do.
Yeah, what the fuck? She's like showing
Yeah, no,
the back
you just
of her
don't see the
thumb.
depth of it, but she's bending it a little at the first knuckle.
She's showing the back of her thumb.
My thumb is too big. It makes the
That's
heart
the-
look like it's diseased.
It needs heart. Whatever.
Which hand is she doing this with? Her left. All right, so then it's gonna look like. Oh, that's how you do it. Okay, that's dumb. I was like pretzeling.
Don't.
Drop that.
You know what? Mine looks like a heart because I have fat fingers. Not hers. Well, guys, now what will happen? Johnny, I implore you not to worry.
I shut up.
I employ you.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
AMS, I get it. It's just.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
explaining it to Sophie.
Oh.
Do. So
I
do they
rest
come
my
out?
forehead against the door and I wait.
Nobody's come out of the room.
I go to the
Wait.
wizard state.
No, wait, before you wait, get out of the wizard state. Get out.
There.
What you doing?
Let's say we do go ahead with this. Is there a night plan? I say.
Why?
In a sweet voice.
Why do you say that in this voice?
When are we gonna go out and do it, and how?
What the fuck are you guys
The door opens,
about staring at?
Ah,
Oh.
dang it.
and King Irok comes hobbling out on his crutches.
Stop Johnny in the back.
Just goes right past you guys. Victor floating behind him with his hands behind his back, looking rather pleased.
Oh no.
And they just start exiting the building.
I exit the building also.
We walk with him. I
Yeah, no, I'll
I
follow
walk after
them.
Slayer still.
I walk the walk.
Block.
I go before Slayer.
Somebody detect magic.
I'm gonna detect.
If I wiggle my fingers, it's not gonna happen fast enough.
Detect magic.
Nobody has it. Not as a ritual.
Not as a spell, no.
I have it prepared. It's for
Nor I.
rats indeed.
Brats.
They exit the building.
Rats. We are the rats.
Does anyone have dispel magic?
And my fucking
No.
furnace turns on again as they
Michael.
exit the building.
It had something to say.
It
Oh,
had
welcome
something to
to
say. And
my
it wanted to
furnace.
say, ah! They exit the building, and Irok raises his hands and says, "Ebrians, people!" And everyone turns and is like, in the middle of fucking getting ready for the war, turns like, what the fuck is that? Fucking Victor! And there's a moment of like confusion and panic, and Irok says, "Relax, relax, everybody stay calm." I have had a second meeting with the sorcerer Victor. And Victor is just sort of like floating off a little bit to the side and behind him, nodding.
I bonus action, prepare, detect magic, and cast it as an action.
Okay.
Cast it on you.
You don't detect any magic.
Is there any magic anywhere, though? Any
You
color
detect
of that?
magic
On
on
Victor.
Victor.
Hmm.
What kind?
Probably a lot of smells
all
coming
of
off of
them.
him right
Like-
now.
like 30 different things.
Yeah,
Dope,
that sounds
dope.
about right.
Alright. If he is being charmade, we probably have to use identify on him to be sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to detect a charm on a person?
It depends.
Oh, okay, I
Johnny,
didn't know
do you
that.
have anything that does that?
I think Whistler would not.
Identify would work.
We have come to an agreement.
Oh! Let's say it out loud.
Oh, but
Due to certain events outside of our control, as we all know, the Zeranites march on this city. Or at least they march in the direction of this city. And Victor, in his, and he rolls his eyes, great benevolence, does not wish to bring further bloodshed to this place than will be brought by the Zeranites. So, he wishes to join our forces, in a sense. And you see Victor looking over at you guys and sort of raising his eyebrows like, see, I...
Hmm.
As such, we shall not be going to war. And you see almost like a frustration, like a sort of like, fuck. I was so ready to go to war amidst a lot of these soldiers. And he says, this is too dire a time to be throwing our lives away. We have fought for a long time, and we will fight again. But we will need to wait until times are more secure. We will maintain our holds on the locations that we hold in a standby. And when the Zeranites arrive, we will fight them together. And when the Zeranites leave, we'll talk again. And Victor says, I want it to be known, friends, that I do not wish to... How do you say? Infringe upon what you believe to be your rights. So you may have Kalor. For now. But when the Zeranites come, I think we would all be grateful to each other if we could stand against the tide and push them back as one. Perhaps through battle we may discover a greater understanding for each other. As you can see, he's being unusually receptive to this, but that's alright. I'm willing to go for it.
I whisper to Jeffro, why don't the Victor people just stay on their side and the Everyone get the rest?
They could draw a line down the middle.
I think that's what they're doing right now.
That's literally exactly what's happening.
they're doing.
I mean, why don't they do that forever?
They won't even have to talk if they don't want to.
okay.
Like a very weird divorce.
I know that this is not entirely what we wanted at the moment, to be placed in a stasis such as this, but I assure you it is the only option that will result in not a lot of people being murdered. When the Zeronites come, we shall present a united front. We shall push them back. And then the city... Well... And he looks at Victor. I suppose we'll find out, won't we? And Victor looks at him with, like... Almost like the sort of a passive affection you would have for, like, a dumb but cute dog.
Aww.
And he says, I suppose we will. Alright, you can stop your preparations now. We're going to relax, for God's sake. Victor, get the fuck out of my district. I'm tired of talking to you. And Victor says,
Donnie claps his actual hand.
with pleasure. And
I slap my thigh.
vanishes. And Iraq goes back into
In
his
front
building.
of all of Ibria.
And you hear a lot of, like...
It's my outer thigh.
You hear a lot of muttering and cursing and, like, spitting and, like, fuck it. But they start to de-escalate.
Yeah. Woo.
But re-escalates because we're gonna punch some Zeronites or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5.
So we gonna sit here
Menacingly.
menacingly?
Over 500 plus DVDs and in my pride and joy. I'm not gonna date you because of that.
What?
No.
You can see the Titanic team was nearby, observing this whole affair, and they sort of come over to you looking puzzled, and Kella says, is it over?
Pretty much.
Do we hear Kella? Because we're upstairs and she's downstairs.
What?
What?
Oh, are we
Are
not?
we in the house?
No. I thought he was like speaking out of like the like.
No,
the
he
Pope.
walked out of the building.
Yeah, no,
Like,
when
you
we
know-
followed him out of the
you know
building and he
how
stood
the
there and he was
Pope
like,
is-
we're like, apparently not. So,
No.
yes, we hear her. I guess it's over.
It seems
Guys, we
kind of
did it. We won.
anticlimactic.
You know, I'm
Promise
very
we
okay
were.
with that.
It's okay. We already beat up Gold Boy and
I don't think a
All
climax
we
is
had to
what I
do was
need
talk.
right now.
No, I know, I'm just surprised. Shit, so what do we do now?
Can we leave?
Oh.
I guess we have to live the rest of our lives.
waiting in Ibria.
Oh, we have to live.
I jump.
Fuck.
I don't have to.
Oh,
I'm not
God,
even
oh,
technically
fuck.
alive. I have no biological functions that are identifiable.
I don't think that's really required to be alive in this world.
Oh yeah, that's probably fair.
I want my legs back. I lament.
Lustig has the least bones in the party.
Your
everyone.
new
No.
legs are way better than your fucking...
I want everyone to know Lustig has the least bones out of all of us.
No, the least bones belongs to Jeffro, who's boneless.
He's right.
We ordered him boneless. So
I am Jeffro, the boneless. I am from the 8th dimension of Sigil, where nobody has any bones. This is my
In
pet
my
spider, Ereshni.
dimension, the soda machine is working.
The Jeffro machine is broke.
No, Jeffro is woke.
Jeffro machine
Woke
is
as
woke.
fuck, bitch.
Sorry, the Jeffro machine is woke.
Jeffro machine woke. His eyes are glowing.
Fucking neon.
More like peon this next adventure. Let's go.
You're a
Where
peon.
are we paying on? Let's go find Colgar.
Let's go peon Colgar.
Hell yeah,
Where
bro.
was he again? I'm looking at the map right now. Which way
Dwarf
did he
Mountain.
disappear? Shield
The,
Mountains?
the last thing you heard, he went to Ironheart, and has not with Tatiana, and has not been heard from since.
Oh.
Hey, let's tell our king, the cool king.
It's time to go
Oh, Iraq's cool. I learned something today. Iraq,
Should we just
I think we should go to Iron Fart.
okay, Wizard, do you have
We're
a
taking
moment?
the hobbits to Ironfire.
So
We're taking the hobbits to ice.
So are we leaving or?
I
We
don't
can.
know.
I'd like to tell the
Wait,
king.
are we allowed? Wait, we should tell King Irok
Yeah?
if we're bouncing.
Yeah, we should. We should also tell us if something happens.
You see approaching you now, a person.
Like there's a war.
Oh.
Is it like
It's a very tall person. He has a big beard and it's Stall.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
And he
I
says,
say, hey, Stall, where's
Charles new characters.
I was gonna say, hey, Stall, where's Trad's new character?
Hello there.
I don't
John.
know.
Ask the birds.
The birds say that you're going to have to go to the right location, and I certainly hope you do.
okay.
Because we worked out a cool intro.
Tryhard's ability to play the game hinged on a very specific
Aw,
choice.
cool intros. What Johnny never got. Aw.
Hey, listen, it was the first time, alright? I didn't know what it. Fuck you. I was like, what was that? Like my fucking 12th session ever?
I don't know.
To be fair, all I got was, hey.
You
there's a
told
fucking
me to
lizard.
do it this way.
I know.
You told me to do it with the fucking
Bastard.
boxes, you fuck.
You're a bastard.
You did the barrels following them. You son of a bitch. That was your idea.
Yeah, I liked Jeffro's entry.
It was a good one.
No, it
I'm
was.
just trying to make her feel better.
Well, no, but at least you got to think of
No,
your.
listen,
Okay.
I'm gonna say finding Johnny just randomly sitting in an armchair was very epic.
I'm not gonna fucking listen. That was like 3 years ago now. I
Okay,
was
what does
even
Stall
worse.
say?
I was even worse than I am now.
What does Stall say?
Stall says, "So, am I to understand that this was your doing?
Yep,
Kind of.
pretty much.
I still do not trust Victor as far as I can throw him, but
So the truth is that as long as the Zeranites, they're waiting on the Zeranites and then they fight again. So that's why we're going to beat up the Zeranites, so that it doesn't happen. And it's like they're waiting
my
forever.
fear is that when the Zeranites are defeated, which certainly they will be, Victor and the Ebrians will turn on each other again.
I
That
mean,
seems
most
to
likely
be
will
the
happen.
guarantee.
Oh yeah, no, most
Maybe you'll
definitely.
be. Maybe
But at least it bought you guys a little bit
We have
more
bought
time.
some time. That is true.
What I would recommend is that it would be helpful if the Ebrians try to getting along with the non-Ebrians. In the meantime,
The Ebrians are a closed-off people who are difficult to integrate with. I have known because I had to integrate with them.
well,
But I will do my best to try and impart my wisdom to some of these people.
just have
Thank you,
Meredith.
Stahl.
It
That's
is
good.
what I am here for. And Lady
That's
Valise
perfect,
should be a good help. She has always had a calming effect on the populace.
That's great.
Because then
That's
it'd be
good.
much easier when they realize, I don't want to fight Jamwell over here. He's been my friend for months now.
Sure.
You know?
As much as the man is not all black and white, the fact that Randall Raid is not in a position of power at the moment is probably for the best.
And let everyone be like, hey, Raid,
We all said something at once.
angry drugs are bad.
I hope Ray doesn't get out of jail and go doing the bad rights.
Are you planning on leaving us then?
We were thinking of moving on. Do you think, or should we stay?
Or
Right
should
now?
we go?
I don't think there is much for you to do here at the moment, and I think it is safe to say that matters in this nation require your attention. You have done great work here, and I can only imagine you will do it elsewhere.
Yes, you see, it's time to save the world.
So should we? I mean, should we drop in on King Iraq before we go, or
I think so.
that.
I think that would be wise.
Say a quick goodbye. Say it.
I shall not stand in your way. He steps aside and says, I will have to talk to him soon. He is, no doubt, confused by this latest development, but I will try to guide him on the path to peace.
Thank you, Stahl. You're a good guy.
What a guy.
It is what the historian placed me here to do.
Stall, I think the key to peace is to make the Ebrians intermingle.
Yes.
Force
That's
them to
what
be
Louis
social.
You are right,
Yes.
and I will do my best to see if I can facilitate communication with those who now rule in Southtown and the Silversong Promenade.
May
Perhaps
I
we can
recommend
have some
hosting
crossover.
potlucks and parties.
Birthdays and bar
Emphasis on
mitzvahs.
the pot of
there
the
is-
luck.
If there is one
Barbecues.
thing I have learned in my 345 years, it is that food brings all people together.
Hoedowns and hootenannies.
Yeah.
So let's starve everyone, and then everyone enjoys a big.
Everyone will be aligned in their misery.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Stahl. We're just gonna step on over.
Soirees and shindigs.
Yeah, we're gonna step on into this thing now. I'm gonna sashay on over.
The Titanic team says, should we, do we know where we're going? Because
What?
we were gonna see if we could head back to the king.
Well, yeah, but we're. Do you want to come with us to say goodbye to this one? No.
No.
Okay.
We'll tell
Okay.
him we're taking you
Well,
with
we will meet you.
I'm gonna
at
be
the other
honest, he
king.
really didn't like us, even less than he liked you.
Ooh,
That is
weird.
honestly
Wait, even me.
fucking incredible.
It's mostly my fault. I would not shut the fuck up at any
Oh.
point.
Okay, well that makes sense.
That makes sense.
And he
Okay.
hated Big Meat.
Well,
the fuck, King
bless both of
Okay,
you.
fuck
Bless
this
both of you.
king, dude.
King Eric.
Serious, Johnny. Fuck
What?
this guy. We just leave.
Well,
Okay,
okay,
well,
that was
you know
also
what?
my fault.
Yeah.
Again, because I
player
kept
doesn't-
speaking Goblin, and then sending him to go into a rage. Really, all of our problems can be traced back to Guy, is all I'm saying.
Sure. You know what? We'll just meet you at the other king, okay? Those,
Do you have a faster way to get back there? Because we were just going to ride our horses, and I feel like that's going to take forever.
I don't know. Just speak to somebody who isn't me because I don't have a fast way to get anywhere.
Guys, we can windwalk, but I look at John's direction.
Well, actually,
Jeff
Whistler,
Rowe.
Whistler does have a teleportation circle to Tolo Keep.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
Tallow Keep. I don't even know how to render fat.
Oh, wow.
Lel, lol, lul.
It's a shame that our good friend Judge Mang wasn't there for that one.
So, you go into the thing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna really quick. I don't
Okay.
care who's with me, whatever.
We go to King. We go
He
to
barges
King
in, he
Iraq.
kicks down the door, boof!
Yeah, I don't even care anymore.
I just realized I
I've-
still have Victor's song playing, and I
I've
shouldn't.
had it. I'm mad as hell. And
King Eric.
You can see Iraq is sitting in a great big chair by the fireplace, leaning back in it with his eyes closed, and he says, "Yes,
Hi.
hello there.
I said it
Everybody
first.
shut up. Oh my god.
What
Oh my god.
the fuck?
Hi, King Iraq.
Hello there.
Iraq.
Hello, hi.
Sorry. We're just,
Vacuuming.
we just wanted to say bye. We're
We're
gonna,
vacuuming.
we're gonna go.
You're leaving?
Should we not? Is it not?
No,
okay?
no. That's negotiations went rather well, actually. So I suppose your work here is done. Thank you for getting him back into the room.
How did he convince you?
I mean, you
I
heard
do
what I
convince-
said. As irritating as it is that our conquest has to be hindered in such a way, and that I still don't believe I can trust him. It was a better plan than I had, and it was the best one that... I mean, it was either that or fight or surrender, and this third option was quite a lot better. Just not engaging with the problem for the moment.
Well, maybe
certainly not a long-term solution, but it'll have to do for now.
Maybe it won't be a problem later.
One can only hope. Hey, maybe Victor will have a heart attack or something, and I won't have to worry about it anymore.
He is pretty old.
So I've heard.
Yes, well, hopefully you can improve relations or something. Anyway, if the Zera Knights come marching up, sending us, hopefully we can help.
Well, if the Zera Knights come marching up, I think we're going to be in a lot of trouble, but if Victor is true to his word, we might have a fighting chance.
Great.
Well, you know who to reach out to if you do need extra help.
I do. And, send my apologies to King Ryman for stealing his city back.
We'll try.
Well, I mean, if we see him, I mean, I don't know. He's pretty... I haven't seen him.
He just makes he just stares at you.
Well, better go.
Right.
Okay, Whistler hyperventilates and then we
I fall over and die.
carry
Oh my
him
god,
out.
he's dead.
I'm going to
All right, so
I'm going to pay the ferry.
Goodbye, King Iraq.
yes, we said yes.
Farewell,
Go on.
Loosevik.
I give out
You
my
shake
hand.
your hand.
Shake my hand.
Yeah.
As you go out to shake your hand, you shake his hand. You see that he's already leaned back in his chair with his eyes closed again. He doesn't see your hand.
God, he's got narcolepsy.
He hasn't had a good sleep in a long time.
I was going. Damn it! I was gonna do something really Renando. Like I just normally go up to him and extend my hand.
Well, okay, but
His eyes are
he's
closed. He
sleeping.
doesn't see.
Yeah, let's go.
I grab his hand.
You grab his hand.
No.
Go. Let's
Part
go.
of the hand is slipping out. Guys, let's go. Quick, we need to run.
He's
Let's get out.
the force of Grimnando is bursting out of my soul.
When,
That's good, but not now.
Alright, we go outside and they say...
We go outside. I go back to the place. I get John Bones' box.
You get all my stuff. If
I ask Kella for my paint set back. I check on the crazy man.
Oh, he's coming with us.
Okay, cool.
He's actually there. He's
Kella,
actually
can I
been
have my
drawn
paint
a
set?
bit.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Can I see?
Worm?
Well,
Maybe later. Maybe.
Yeah, sure. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's
Hell
good.
yeah.
I got a box of a man here.
We won the mission.
I don't know how I carried this.
It's okay.
The sun
This
tensors.
Oh, that's right.
Tense ours. Everything together?
Yeah.
I think we're all good.
Your knickknacks, your paddywhacks,
Gotta use the restroom before you
your
go.
dead John Bones.
I got my dead bones.
It's like that little.
Do you think if I kick Guy, he'll fly away fast enough that we can close the teleportation circle before he can come through?
No, he's very.
I think he
I'm
can
so
do-
fast! You can't escape me. I'm forever. I'm eternal. I cannot die.
Well, once we kill a few monsters, Jeffro can send him to hell.
Hey!
All right.
I've always wanted to go there.
Me too. I've been there actually.
Crazy!
Oh, it was terrible.
That sounds bad. That's what I wanted to see.
Oh no, yeah.
It is hell.
If it doesn't kill you, it'll make you. It'll be your origin story.
I've already got one of those.
My
Now.
origin story did.
Hey Yahweh, hey Yahweh, hey Yahweh. Give me a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a fucking second. Where are my coins? Get my coins.
Throw all the coins on the ground.
He drops like all of his coins, some bobby pins,
I have these.
lipstick. All these lemon wedges are falling out of his pockets.
I say, no, my lemon! And just as I pick up my lemon, the portal opens and I say, quick, gang.
Hey, Guy, can you pick up my dollar bill over there?
Guy says, "Bop!" and punches 2 punches and shoots fucking beams of light out of his hands at the dollar bill and incinerates it.
I don't even know what that thing was.
You've destroyed it.
It says, I got it for you.
That was a different meaning of the word get.
Bop!
He's gone.
Is the circle up?
Yeah, I made the portal go to my secret trap dimension, and he jumped in and he died.
He jumps in first, and you hear, and then he opens the real portal.
And then I opened the real portal to Tallow Keep.
And you
Where
hurtle,
elves live.
and you hurtle through. And ladies and gentlemen, as you cross through this teleportation circle, the sun low in the sky behind you, you can see etched across the surface of that great star the phrase, Kalor Arc End.
Why am I looking at the sun? Ah!
We did it, guys.
And now I'm going to be back in a hot second, and then I'll describe Tallow Keep again.
Tallow Keep is a tower.
So, does the party know that Ossian has been with... I don't think they do. We know. We know that Ossian has been withholding all this information about all the things that have been happening at Kalor, but in character, know that.
Maybe we guessed it.
I know Johnny hasn't guessed it.
I'll roll. Here I go. I'm gonna roll a D8.
Like we can try to be convenient and try to withhold it, but I don't know if Johnny would actually feel cool about that.
We'll just tell him the current situation. No?
It's okay. We'll burst out and be like, King, we got the Ebrians and Victor to share Ebria at Kalor.
Temp of rarely.
Yeah, maybe Johnny won't feel like talking.
Maybe Johnny will be too busy caulking.
I mean, there are a lot of cracks and holes in that.
I return!
Luckily, there's plenty of fat to use for caulk.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
And now
Nick,
it's a
how
new
much
song.
fat is there?
What?
How much fat is there?
Exactly. So you
Absolutely.
you emerge
Absolutely.
in the great ruined teleportation hall of the crumbling keep of Tallow Keep.
I'm here.
And you don't see anybody.
Wait. Do I hear anybody?
You hear what sounds like talking.
Is it Jeff Rowe?
Okay, I scream for the talking.
You just start screaming?
Yes, thaumaturgy. I tiefling thaumaturgy this. And I say, hello? Johnny here.
The talking stops.
Here's Johnny.
I like how you guys came out of the teleportation circle. You heard talking, and instead of moving anywhere, you rooted yourselves to the spot and said, "We're here! We're here!"
I thought I'd knock, and I thought I'd
like a bunch of fucking maniacs.
I don't know. I didn't want to. I mean, if they were having a conversation, they didn't want me to listen
the
to.
Titanic team just starts to exit the room, and as they do, you see coming around the corner, looking a little wary, but still okay, the blue-skinned Air Ganassi boy, Ossian Turris, who says, "Well, I'll be fucked. Look who it is."
It's me.
And the Titanic team as well. Good to see you, lads.
Oh,
And
yeah,
Amir's like, hey, what's going on, man? And they do like a cool handshake thing. He's like, I really like this guy. And Guy says, hey, man! And Aussie says, oh, boy.
And then I say,
We're gonna go find somewhere to put down our stuff for the moment.
Okay, we're gonna go find somewhere to put this dead body. Excuse us.
The kind of imp that we brought with us.
Shite, is that, that's John Bones then, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
It happens.
Is there a
Alright,
pla-
well,
I guess we'll just come in and.
it's
sit
good to
down.
see you all okay. Last I heard, there was some trouble still in Kalor. How'd that shake out?
We got them to shake hands and
You got
share
you got Victor and the Ibrians to work together.
for now.
I don't know how the hell you managed that.
Where's the king?
The king is resting at the moment. He's had a couple of flare-ups in recent days from that whole Janila thing, which is still affecting his brain, it appears. But here, come.
That's not good.
Yeah, I know it's he was getting better for a while, but
Yeah, he was.
yeah, all right, come through this way.
Right.
Oh, by the way, we've got a company from a number of sources, so don't be surprised if you see some faces that weren't here last time.
Hello, I'm a slayer.
Oh yeah, don't be
Oh, right,
surprised if you see this face.
I just realized I have no fucking idea who you are.
It's Slayer.
Well, this is Slayer, and this
I'm
is
Slayer.
Jeff Rowe.
Yeah,
and
where's,
he's a Knight's mercenary, friend of Diarschlock.
Good to meet you, Ossian Turus. Currently the sole member of the Aramuni Council and performing most of its tasks.
Oh yeah, we buried Fred.
Yeah, I remember you told me that he didn't make it out. I'm sorry to hear that. He was a good lad.
It was.
And now you've got John Bones here. I wish I could help in some way, but he sort of spreads his hand. He's like, just a wizard. So
And something will come along, don't worry.
I certainly hope so. He's not rotten,
Yeah.
is he?
No. We're taking care of that.
All right.
I opened the box, he has pennies on his eyes.
Anyways,
Continue.
come on. Let's get out of this drafty
close the
hall
box.
and into a different drafty hall. All the halls here are drafty. And he walks back in and says, "You better not be cheating in there!"
Wonder.
And he's not responding, and probably means he's cheating.
Okay.
And, walks into the to the main room, the main large sort of hall that you guys spent most of your time in the first time you were here. And you see there, at a table, where there's a dragon chest set up, is a man.
Yuck.
Tall,
Gross.
handsome,
Ugh.
fine blue surcoat,
Hate it.
Hello.
meticulously combed blonde hair,
Hate it. Wait a minute, how tall?
like 6'4".
Johnny's running.
And it's
Johnny drops the casket.
Alistair
and
Duncan
dances around
Hildebrand Randolph St. Cyr. Just reclines in a chair by the dragon chest set.
Ow.
I gotta go, you guys. I'm sorry. I gotta go.
But Johnny, what are you? Where are you going?
Oh,
You really recognize him by his height?
Relax, 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 relax,
Say one more time. I dare you.
relax.
Yeah, what do you do about it?
And Alistair looks up and he says, "Well, if it isn't my lucky day."
No, what's the deal?
Oh, hello. I haven't met you yet. My name is Jeff Rowe,
Why? I don't really care.
but I haven't even gotten halfway through my shit yet.
He told
Anyway,
me, he
hello,
told
my
me
name
to-
is Jeff Rowe.
Oh.
This is my pet spider, Rashni. We are from the
Oh.
8th dimension of Sijian.
Sigil.
Yes, Sijian.
Exciting.
It is.
I don't care. You can stop talking about it now.
No.
Allow me to introduce
And we
myself.
are a member of the party of Diarschlock.
My name is Alistair Duncan Hildebrand Randolph St. Cyr. Currently, the king of Vorsland deposed.
Oh, the king of Vorsland.
But why are you Vors Depot?
Sorry,
Shut up, his
just
parents
to catch people up. Happened across Alistair while I was out collecting supplies. We had a conversation, and it was agreed that he was a high priority target who needed to be protected. And also, I wanted to have somebody to talk to who wasn't depressing the shit out of me. So he's been here for a little while. Trying to figure out how he's gonna get his country back. Isn't that right, Alistair? Alistair says, that's basically the long and short of it. I need to resecure Vorsland from my piece of shit brother and get the Zeranites out of there, but that's a matter for a little bit later. I can't exactly do it on my own, but I'll figure it out.
Wait, I forget. Which brother?
My brother Roderick.
Is that the one from the stomach?
I think that's the one who fucked dogs.
Oh.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
Oh. What about your stomach brother?
What?
The one that you ate.
I was thinking the one that he gestated in the stomach with.
Sounds like you're implying.
Oh no, I wanted to imply that they were like both born from the stomach.
It's just like it is called Vorsland.
I have two questions. Number one, who the fuck are you? Number two, what?
Hello there, I am Lusvig. You're right, I haven't met you.
You also haven't been to the stomach.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, he got...
Oh, that's right. Never mind. That was shortly...
stomach.
It was in the stomach where you got...
Yeah.
Sorry, I fucking... That's stupid.
I very clearly remember the guy who was there, and I'm like, hey, can we go up to the stuff? And he's like, yeah. In response.
I've absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Guys,
Didn't you say there was supposed to be more of them? Oh yeah, they're setting up somewhere else. Whatever, alright. These are different than they were the last time I saw them, these pieces. No, they're not. You've been cheating. You've moved the pieces. I can see... I have, like, a photographic memory, Alistair. You've moved the pieces around. Well, if I don't cheat, I'm never going to beat you. You're so much better at this than I am. I'm sorry,
Hey, at least he's honest.
I suppose that's fair. But
Ossian, play
however,
fair, lose
and
sometime.
Ossian just sort of flips the chessboard. That was childish.
Well, you're a child, bit.
Oh my God.
We're not ourselves when we respond to pain.
Oh!
You're not
Don't
yourself.
worry. Here is a Snickers.
Here's the thing,
Have a
Alistair.
Snickers.
Alright, Alistair, clearly you're causing a bit of consternation for these boys here. So, you know, by the way, have you seen... And then you hear another noise, and he says, oh, there it is. And you hear a weird series of sounds. It sounds like this. Clank, clank, clank.
That's not that weird.
Oh my god, it's a clown in plate
Clank,
armor.
clank, clank.
What the fuck did he do?
Someone's repairing a unicycle horn.
Clank,
They're forging
clank,
one.
clank.
Okay, just come in.
It's an iron dog biting a chew toy.
It's see. It's Chingo Wingo.
And then you see coming around the corner an extraordinary being. Truly extraordinary.
God damn it, is Tryhard a fucking
Robot clown.
robot?
Truly
Again.
outrageous.
Gleaming is this being. Silver. Chrome-like almost. And polished to such a sheen that the glare, you're afraid, might blind you. Walking with purpose dignity even. Hefted over his shoulder a great mop of some kind. In his hand, some kind of bucket. A fine hat of curious design, and the most beautiful sapphire eyes you have ever seen. This mechanical construct
I thought that was a picture of him.
looks at this mechanical construct gazes into your eyes
Like that.
and he looks like this.
Hello, new friends.
Oh, he can speak.
Hello.
Oh, hello. My name
come
is
in recently.
Jeff Crow. I am from the 8th dimension of Sigil. This is my pet spider, Rashni, and we are part of Diehorslock.
Jeffro,
I like how
you said
you
his
sing that now,
self-destruct
Jeffro.
sequence
I like
code.
it.
How'd you know?
Thank you, Johnny. I figured I needed to add a little pizzazz.
I walk
instead
up
of
right next.
pizzazz.
I walk up to get equal distance with Jeffro and as him, and I say,
Hello, and I am Wizlor, the cosmic champion of good, knower of the unknown, defender of the good people of SINDROA, conqueror of the sanctum of the king, savior of the dagger, elucidator of the twisted tome of Bulji, guardian of Aramoon and emancipator of its sovereign mind.
Jeffro's
He
just
who
clapping.
recovered the lost focus of Gaza the
He's
Mad,
clapping and crying.
and proud member of Diashok. I am known by the pirates of the dagger as Fishmael. Race Lord Necroscourge or Morfell hails me as Beard's Hatmeister. The Ozeran horde endless nomadic across time know me as Vengeance Word of Stars. And the nobility of Forsland call me that old fuck.
He's right.
towards.
He's absolutely right.
Gerard, did you fucking Google like funny robot man or something?
How dare you?
Is
He
his
has
name's-
this is very, very appropriate for his character, this image.
His name's Servo.
He's not Servo.
He has not introduced himself yet.
Well, because everybody ran up and started
Well, yeah,
shouting
no,
their
I'm
fucking
just saying, like, we're waiting.
I'm going to take a guess, you know.
Hello?
Alright.
That was
Nice
a very
guy.
long name. It was a beautiful name too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
both Jeffro and Whistler said thank you.
Okay, we need. Okay, so
Please.
now in
I mean,
descending
they did
meme,
both
like,
have a very
order,
long introduction.
Who is the next longest name?
Oh, by the way, I should point out that this guy is 6'7".
I kind of figured it. I'm not surprised.
Oh shit, dude.
He's
I kinda
fucking
figured he was
huge.
huge.
It's
I
I
just
mean,
wanna
he's,
see-
he's got an Iron Giant
and
kind
314 pounds.
I just want to see a fucking like 5'7" robot.
of head. 5'7".
No, this motherfucker is vast.
Like, yeah, no, like, I want to see, like, a 5'2" robot.
No, 5'7" is like it's not preposterously short. It's like just a normal.
No, it's quite tall. What are you implying?
it's short for a robot.
It's very tall. I'm 5'2".
Mm.
Actually, I'm 5'1".
That's a bit of a skewed perception.
It's just because you're short doesn't mean everything else is short.
Hey, I was tall in Cambodia.
Yeah, you have long hands.
Did you have a holiday in Cambodia?
Use
It wasn't
hand
a
yourself.
holiday.
Did we level up?
No.
What? From what?
From solving the whole.
Leia, introduce yourself. You have the next
solving the whole
Democracy,
crisis?
Let
Slayer.
Brandon's character introduce himself.
I refuse to let Jared speak. Jared, speak.
Well, hello, friends. My name is Butte.
Buey?
Butte?
Yes, it's Butte.
Please spell it.
Buick?
Okay.
Yes, that's a good spelling.
That's a butte.
There's a Butte.
You all must be adventurers.
No. Yes.
Yes,
No.
yes. Even Johnny. Especially Johnny.
I could tell you.
Who's
you are-
Johnny?
You are very, very dirty here.
Oh shit, hold on a second.
You're actually a bit staggered by how dirty some of these people are, and you feel like a twinge in your core.
Just a
Slayer
nice-
thinks that he is also named after some sort of.
Slayer just assumes it's
feature.
Yeah,
that
no, that's what I thought
He's
it was spelled
yes.
like. He's like, yeah.
Butte.
Well, Slayer, introduce yourself. Since he's
Yeah, you have
butte,
the next longest name.
Well, I am Slayer of the Karst,
and he's butte. Karst
and you are
butte.
Butte.
I am indeed you. I love your name.
Oh, he's naked
Thank you. I like
without
your
his hat.
Johnny, your turn. You have the next one.
He's really menacing without his hat. I don't know why.
Hold up. Lusvik for your
It's a quiet sort of menace.
That's my turn. Hello there. I am Lusvik Feuerstern.
Ooh.
Go.
Does-
Your body looks like the bell end of a whistle.
It does.
Is that the
upper
compliment?
part of his torso?
Yes.
It looks like the.
Because that means you're as clean as a whistle.
It's like the reed part of the whistle.
Why?
Aww.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Look.
I will remember that.
So
They're
nice.
together.
It says up in the corner, Butte will remember this.
People will remember this.
And who is this over here?
That's John Bones. He's dead.
John Bones is dead.
I am so sorry. I did not mean to make you all upset.
I think he wanted it that way.
I think he's resting in peace.
He's taking a nice vacation. He's running out of vacation days though, so.
Well, okay. We'll find a way. Get him back.
Well, fun.
I say really close to his ear.
Who's here?
Oh,
Johnny's.
I finished cleaning up the bodies, Ossian.
Well, it's about
bodies.
time. As they've been did you get the I saw you working on the North Hall. It looks pretty good from what I saw. Is that all taken care of as well?
Spotless. Beautiful.
Well, you certainly are fucking tenacious.
Of course.
Uh,
A beautiful place must be clean, spotless.
please don't clean up this body. Also, bodies?
Yes. See, there was a group of fellas I have been tracking. They run around making much messes.
What?
They raided a village,
And they came here?
and then they came here,
And then
And
you
then
followed them here.
and then I simply killed the scum.
And this was a group of fellas.
Is scum a pun?
Well, you see, they went to the village and made a mess. That wasn't right.
What the
By
hell?
mess, do you mean they killed people or did they litter?
All of the above, really.
Okay.
Wait, which village?
A nearby
Nick?
one.
It was
Nick didn't tell you.
Daviston.
Did
Daviston.
Oh yes, that one's nearby. I
yes.
remember.
I know Daviston.
yes.
Davis lives there.
They made
I'm
people
sorry.
In fact, everyone in Daviston is Davis.
I just didn't think anybody would ask.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought
I didn't think I would have to name it.
Okay.
I was nearby the town, and I saw fires and people hurt and sad. I was upset at that,
Where are you from?
so I
dude?
chased them down. And now they are dead.
But
And now people are happy.
you're from that village?
I mean, it's a good bloody thing you did it too, because I was fucking out at the time, and the king, he's been indisposed. This fucking, it might have been pretty bad if old Butte hadn't shown up, and then he's just sort of spent the last couple of days cleaning vigorously. So
It is clear no one else has done it, so I must.
we didn't think we needed to, but it certainly looks a lot better.
That's what the place makes people happy. A beautiful place makes beautiful people.
What?
Yes,
Are you from a village?
The future.
Where are you?
I am from a place near the village of Kron. It's by the mountains.
Which mountains?
The
Jill
The
Mountains?
one up there or the one
Mountains?
to the right?
It's the southeast.
Southeast, Shield
Oh,
Mountains?
those. Wait.
Shield Mountains.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, to the right. No, wait. Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, the right
Looks of
is
fingers.
southeast.
Right.
Yeah, that's the direction southwest.
Yes, I came there.
Understood.
I came from there after my master made me.
He made you to clean stuff real good?
Well, no. He simply gave me a directive.
What was
He,
that?
he told me to make the world beautiful. And so that I am doing.
Who is your
By
master?
cleaning it.
My master, You know, he never really did give me his name.
You never really think to ask these things, right? You know, I have no idea how my parents met.
It
Never
was
asked.
simply I was awakened, and then he quickly shoved me out the door after telling me my directive.
Well, apparently, maybe things were dire. He really, really needed you to clean stuff up.
Well, that's the thing. He didn't even tell me that. He
Well,
simply told me to make the world beautiful.
Well, maybe you should try painting her.
I had spent a year walking around SINDROA, figuring out what that could possibly have meant.
All of SINDROA?
All of SINDROA.
How'd you walk the oceans?
Of course. What do you mean? I could swim.
Maybe he doesn't need to breathe.
I just like to think he was just like thinking emojing while like walking on the ocean floor.
God.
Like from continent to continent.
He doesn't need to breathe, so.
No.
I was simply doing this over the ocean.
Jesus fucking Christ. I'm so glad that there's such a wealth of this guy.
I have so much more.
Fucking great.
Zenyatta motherfucker.
And then on the lands, I simply used my vehicle.
See, he was.
Here comes that
He
boy.
was fixing his unicycle horn.
Let John Bones fucking rot.
Let him rot. Fuck them, dude. Fuck the OGs. They're all dead to us anyway.
No, we can fit John Bones in his chest cavity there.
His
Take
bread
him with
box.
us. Just make it look like John Bones is wearing armor.
He'll be
I
inserted.
don't like. I get like Five Nights at Freddy's vibes. No thanks.
I get. What was his name? Nick. Creak. The ribs.
Oh, McRib?
Oh, that's what his name was. I thought his name was Johnny Made.
His name was McRib.
Gives me McRib vibes. Oh, good times.
No, he could totally just like have John Bones wear him, and then that way he's always with us.
Aw, strap him to his back.
No, he's just inside. He like opens up his servos and he lets his body in.
And then he crushes them.
I like the idea of the.
Well, he'll be gentle repose,
backpack,
so I guess that
but
has
it's
some.
John Bones.
Right.
Alistair
Well, it's
leaning
nice.
back in his chair says,
Oh no.
Butte, my dear boy,
Yes.
my boots have gotten awfully muddy in my walks around Tallow Keep. Would you mind polishing them off for me?
Oh, of course not. Pull up my rag. And I start wiping.
He polishes them until they're gone and they're off forever.
All right. Cool.
And,
Nice to meet you, Butte.
Alistair just looks kind of quietly smug and pleased about himself as his
no,
boots are polished.
obviously.
Hey, you got some smudge on your chin there. I get my rag out and I start doing the same thing, but on his chin.
Stop.
He casts shield.
Dang it, this rag isn't good enough.
Rag hits an invisible wall. What's wrong with this rag?
This rag sucks, dude.
They don't make them like they used to.
Spotless. Are you happy
It's
now?
like I could do
I am
anything but put the rag
absolutely
on.
happy, Butte. You are a gentleman and a scholar.
You see? That's what cleaning
That's
does.
what I think.
Cleaning brings happiness.
hmm By the way, my name's Johnny. Can
Damn
I?
it, Johnny, it took this long.
I forgot.
I whispered into your ear creepily.
He was so
I
enraptured.
didn't hear it at
He was so
all.
enraptured by Butte.
You said like I whisper up to his ear, and then I didn't
No, I
hear
said-
anything.
Johnny, it's your turn.
I didn't hear that.
I just want Butte to be every character in the party.
Anyway,
He can try.
can I see the king? Where's Austin?
I'm fucking. That was him while contemplating while crossing the land. I love the idea that he always looks that quietly
Like,
pleased
what
with
is
himself.
clean? What is beautiful? What is
So
life?
we have Bard Butte, Monk Butte,
Car butte.
You can't forget about Jeff Butte.
Chef
God
Butte.
damn it!
Jeff Butte RD.
Yeah. Oh boy. So Nick, contrive a Iron Chef situation so that he can use that picture again.
Oh, I will. Don't worry. Also, whoever's in charge of the fucking YouTube picture, because I'm not anymore, because it's too complicated. Better get on that shit.
Yes, you need to get a picture of Pastatron over here.
That first one's his token.
He can send me which one he wants.
The first one's the token, the one that I posted above his name.
The good janitor.
The good janitor one with the cool hat.
I stare blankly into space.
You wanted to see the king? I'll go fetch him. He's been irritable as of late because his symptoms have been flaring up. But I'll get him. Alistair, would you be so kind as to fuck off for a bit? And Alistair sort of shrugs and says, I can tell when I'm not wanted. I'll go try to seek out those other fellows that you were mentioning. They sound terribly interesting.
Thank you.
And he strides off briskly.
Goodbye, Alistair.
And he pokes his head back, and he says, Lauren's not around, is he?
No, I replaced him, I think.
Okay, just making sure,
No,
because
I
I still need to press him into indentured servitude. And then he goes back out of the building. The room.
Oh, people would always want their fucking money back. What weird.
You guys, I'm really glad there are no hard feelings about, throwing him up in a shirt.
Oh, there are hard feelings. He just is not retarded. He's not gonna
Who's
fucking
speaking
attack
right
you.
now?
Sorry.
I say in character.
Fuck you.
Well, no one's talking, Johnny.
Yeah,
Who
nobody
is-
was
Oh,
saying
okay.
Who is
Johnny,
Lauren?
I'm talking to you. Hello, Johnny.
Yup.
Hello?
Yes, someone.
Elizabeth, you're breaking up.
Johnny, come on, let's hold hands.
And then,
Okay.
walking into the
Hold Johnny's
room.
hands.
Walking into the room.
God, there's another person?
I-
Getting another character, guys!
We just called in King Random Dude.
Walking into the room.
I warm up my
looking
hands.
looking a little unsteady on his feet. A little sunken. But okay. Is King Ryman, who walks in, sort of sits down in the chair that Alistair has recently vacated, nods at Butte. Good to see you, Butte.
Hope you are doing well.
I'm doing as well as can be expected.
This is good.
He looks at you guys and says,
first.
Diashlock,
We've
welcome back.
returned.
He's
So-
still wearing his king stuff or what?
He is not. He is
Okay.
dressed in pretty casual clothes. He honestly kind of just looks like a regular dude at the moment.
Dang.
Wow,
Okay.
King looking pretty
And aren't
calm.
we all?
Looking pretty cash.
Friday, you know.
I expected it was sort of a stupid idea to keep wearing fineries and stuff while I'm living in a rotted ruin with no power whatsoever. So I've not worn that in quite some time.
I can relate.
So,
Are me and the king the same body size?
huh?
I'm asking,
He's-
how is his
he-
physique compared to mine?
He wants to wear his hat.
How tall are
What's
you?
your hat size?
I forget.
6 feet.
think-
6 foot nothing, I think.
Yeah, 6 even, I think.
I think the king might be a little taller than you. I don't remember how tall he is.
But how old is he?
Hold on, now I want to know how tall the king is.
Man, I've been picturing King Ryman as a dwarf the whole time.
Have you really been doing that, or is that
I don't remember you describing his race at all. I just went off his voice.
he's been a
Interesting.
he's been a human the whole time.
Yeah, no.
There's a
but
picture of him
that's
that I've
interesting,
used
KMS.
many
It
times.
is. I don't remember the picture.
Yeah. Interesting.
He
KMS,
is
you're interesting.
he is 6'2".
Interesting.
Hey guys, we left our horses in Ebria.
Those aren't ours.
Those aren't
Those are Ebrian horses.
I have mine right next to me. Stormpete's right here.
You stole that.
Oh my goodness.
Ronick, why are you loud?
That wasn't loud for me.
So
Loud for me.
he went to Kaelor to take care of some business. And Ossian has told me a bit, but he's been a bit cagey about the details, which makes me a little bit uneasy. So perhaps you could fill in the margins.
Don't you remember the thing I told you we were going to clearly do right before we left?
He just
No.
sits there.
Are you saying to Nick?
Nick isn't responding to you.
Nick isn't a character.
Yeah.
For Nick.
For Nick is not here.
Killed Gold Boy and dismantled the sea.
Well, yes.
Hold up. So, let's take that one step at a time. You killed Gold Boy.
He's obliterated.
Also, who the fuck are you?
This
I
is
am Slayer of the Karst. I don't believe this is the first time we've met, but I think it's been decades.
I have a vague understanding of who you are. It's been a long time, though. I know you by reputation, at least. Alright, well, fair enough. I don't know where the fuck you found him, but fine. So you killed Gold Boy?
He was up in a tree when we saved him.
He wasn't in a tree.
Loosefik is a huge racist.
That was established, guys. That's not new information. That's established.
Ron's personality creeps into his
hello,
character.
superior non-elf king.
So.
All right. Yes.
So you killed Gold Boy. Fantastic. That sounds great. From what I've heard, he's been a thorn in the side of Kalo for quite some time. The second thing you said, I would like to address a little bit more in detail. You said you dismantled the CAC.
Yes, they wanted to take over.
Good.
Oh my.
They are hostile towards DR Schlock.
The CAC is practically a fucking governmental body at this point. You know they run the entire economy of my bloody kingdom.
I'm sorry.
When you say dismantled, what exactly are you talking about?
They're all dead.
All of them.
It wasn't.
It's a bloody large organization.
We didn't kill all of them.
The board of directors.
The board was killed.
They're all dead except for the little man.
And you assisted in this endeavor.
Yeah.
We assisted with the intention of having Stratton Goodfellow take over.
Stratton Goodfellow. Really? Christ.
He provided the information to not get us killed while we were there.
So they're fucking gone, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea how fuck that makes me?
Yes.
A bit.
A bit.
They didn't seem pretty good.
Or imagine you're from Gold, right?
Yes.
Imagine that the entire organization that runs the treasury and trade in your country just vanished overnight.
I mean, if they were pedophiles, I wouldn't mind.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm saying they were not good people.
Yeah, I'm not a fucking good person. A lot of people aren't good people. Sometimes you have to work with people who are not ideal because they get the job done. It's part of ruling.
The issue we took offense to was more the indiscriminate bombing of everyone there, including
Yes, even your people.
They did carpet bomb Kaylor.
Yes.
They carpet bombed Kalo.
Parts of it, yeah, parts of it.
You see, they already had bombs at the ready before the war even happened.
a large stockade of bombs.
Really horrible bombs. Blow legs off of the king kind of bombs.
The king. Who's the
King
king?
Europe has- well,
Well, that's what they called him, Iraq.
Iraq? Vice fucking Governor Sorellis Iraq?
Maybe.
Yeah, he has one leg now.
That daft elvish fucking child that I crushed 20 years ago.
Yeah, he reminded us about that a lot.
Mhm.
Are you calling him king now?
Who said that?
Out of habit
Ludwig
around it.
dead.
Out of
Oh,
listen,
Ludwig.
I would like to let you know that I've constantly referred to you as the cooler king, constantly.
I mean,
Back me up here.
He's right.
Alright, let's table the discussion on the CAC for the moment, because I'm not sure... No, never mind, let's go back. What? You can see he's highly agitated by all of this. And Ossian is just sort of standing off to the side, like, trying to fade into the shadows.
as you
So-
should.
So, fucking... What happened to Goodfellow, then?
He ran away because
He ran away...
There was an attempt on his life. So we don't know where he ran to, presumably to wherever
And his plan, the information he gave you, was to kill everybody on the bloody...
Not everyone, to kill everyone but certain people that he could trust, except the Ebrians kind of, well, one Ebrian kind of killed the rest anyway.
How did he manage...
He tortured the Magotamian.
Who?
The
Charles
dwarf
Gavrilo.
McMagotamia.
I don't know all their fucking people on that council. That was...
It was the VP, right?
The VP, he tortured one of
The
them.
dwarf?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
So he kind of gave the information of the ones that were hiding away, and we were killing the really vile ones, so he said. So did, I mean, that Dratton said. So, again, we didn't intend for everyone to be killed. We killed
Oh,
those
you didn't
that
intend
Dratton-
to. That's admirable. Fuck me. Fucking... Well, it's good to know that even if I push the Zeranites out of my country, I'm fucking buggered. Fuck.
A lot of the Ebrians are cuckoo.
I'm gonna have to find Stratton Goodfellow.
He should be.
Fuck me. Well, good job on that account. Now let's talk about the Ebrians. What the fuck is going on
Would you want us
there?
to like message him to tell him where you are or to meet you here or something?
Wait, who? What? What?
Stratton.
Oh. Oof.
Probably
let's
not
come
a good
back
idea
to that.
since he's in hiding.
Let's come
Alright.
back to that. Tell me about the Ebrians.
Through us and the Titanic team, we had defeated the aforementioned factions, and they are in force with the golems and everything.
You let
right
Keen
now they are
Haitian out
short-
of jail?
They're short two
That
commanders.
fucking madman?
Oh yeah, that was when we what did we do for that? Because we got him out of Victor.
You gave him
It
Zakina.
was a
All right, we
trade.
defeated a hag for Victor, and then he's like, "Here, have these two
Victor?
people."
Yeah, Victor was one of. Remember, it was Victor
Oh, that's
um,
right. Fucking
Ebrian
Christ, what a mess.
and Goldboy and CSC.
Messy indeed.
By the way, let's just cut to the chase, you guys. Okay, so the last ones standing are Victor and the Ebrians. Right now, they're in Kalor waiting for Zeranites to attack. They're not attacking each other.
So my city is occupied by some fucking sorcerer that nobody trusts, and my direct fucking enemies.
Also
Your
Parties who
people
actually
kind
took
of seem to
care
trust
protect
him.
Citizens.
Yeah, your citizens seem to kind of be on his
Citizens
side right now.
The citizens
Who?
are safe.
The non-Ebrian Kalor remnant citizen.
No,
Victor
who's...
rounded them up and protected
Oh,
them
Victor.
from the invasion.
Because he sheltered a lot of people.
Listen, I don't know much about Victor. I didn't live in Kalor when he was there. But from everything I've heard, from everybody that I trusted the counsel of, he was not somebody to be fucking trusted.
told you.
He's a lot more
Though,
powerful
to be
than...
fair, one of the people saying that most prominently was Orin fucking Shadowstep, and I don't know what the fuck to trust from that cunt.
Alright, bye.
Well, to be fair, from what we know, and you can trust us, he's a lot more powerful than anyone could imagine.
That sounds like the mark of a real trustworthy fella. When I think of trust, I think of power overwhelming.
You could think of eternity-spanning experiences as well.
That doesn't make me any more inclined to like him.
I'm saying
You're not helping.
I'm saying I'm also scared too.
Fuck Victor.
Yes.
The Ebrians, the bloody Ebrians, hold my fucking city.
To be fair, we had to get him to not fight because if the Ebrians attacked Victor, they would.
You understand that's like half my fucking country.
They kind of took over a lot of the other half too. Most of the other half, like the whole right half.
Opportunistic cunts, waiting for us to have our throats at. They bladed our throats to start gobbling up all of my fucking land.
Yeah, I mean they were doing that before us. We took over like a cat town, and then we fought Gold Boy. So they were kind of already on that. They took, what was the other place called? They took
the place to the east. I mean, it's on the map.
I can't read that. Hold up, the fucking map's over it.
Oh, they didn't take that.
Oh, they have Augur.
Great, fantastic. I knew fucking Lady Valise would betray us at some point.
Yeah, she totally did.
Fantastic.
She's buddies with the king now.
That fucking bitch.
I forgot about Osaria. I think. Oh, Osaria has given in to them peacefully.
They have Osaria?
I think so, Nick.
I never said that.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. No, they said that like the people of blah 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 have given.
They probably said Augur, not Osaria.
It might have been Augur.
They both start with vowels.
So, hold on. So my country essentially does not exist anymore, is what you're saying?
Well, if
Zeranites infest most of the west, and the east has been taken entirely by a country that I thought I killed 20 fucking years ago.
Yes.
Well, if they can't take Kalor, they're gonna fold.
Yes.
What, the Ibrians?
Yeah, no, they're
good, let's go fucking kill all of them.
Okay, Ramen.
As I was saying, the reason why we got him to stop is because
I think you already said this.
All right, no, because also the Zeranites, because they were going to die, and then it would have been, oh hey.
What was it all for?
Victor would have, with the Ebrians dead, because Victor would have very easily won.
You were supposed to go over there and fucking. Everything.
Chances are Victor would have just been in control of that.
Well, I'm glad that the situation has been resolved in a manner that is fucking fantastic for me. You understand, as soon as they come to power, one of their first things is going to try to get revenge on the mad dog King Ryman.
What they... Are you sure?
They don't like me too much.
I think they've been through a lot. Maybe.
They're probably good. No, he's right.
We've been through a lot too. I feel like it's been a whole year since I've seen you.
More or less. Lots happened. Fuck me. Well, Kalor's fucked, so that's good news. Sposa. Everything else is fucked, so why not Kalor as well?
Well, King Ramen, I asked Ossian. Well, I asked Ossian if I could see you because I wanted to talk about something.
And that is?
We found information about Augustus.
Right, that was
his demeanor instantly changes. And he like
you
leans
guys
forward.
are dumb.
And he says, "You
He
found
asked
something
for it.
about
It's not your
Augustus.
fault.
What did you find?"
Whistler, can you bring out like the stuff?
You mean the symbols?
Like all the stuff that we found in the mansion.
Okay,
Bring it all out. Bring it all out.
I bring it all out.
What do you bring out?
So that is the spider ball and the all the stuff that was in the vault and the necklace.
I bring the halfling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
You go find him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Go find him.
Okay.
And okay. So like, sorry, I didn't even name all the things. I don't have the list in front of me.
Yeah, the spider.
Like all of like the crazy stuff with like and the thing with the cat with the tuning fork attuned to the hells and like the other stuff. The clues. The things from the past. All of those things. And we all lay them out like all on the floor.
What the fuck?
So
I also show him pictures that we totally took of.
yeah,
like,
and the photographs.
I
Shut the
pressed
fuck
it
up.
to take-
Etchings that I made.
I pressed
This
it to
isn't
take
related
the,
to that guy, but I want to show you Gold Boy's rock.
the Rakshasa.
Okay, why not? Yeah, bring that out.
I'll bring.
There's
I'll
a
bring
lot
the rock
happening
talon.
right now. The Gold Boy Rock? What?
The Gold Boy rock.
The
talon.
rock tower. He wants to show him the rock
He just
tower.
wants to show off right now.
I don't care about that talent right now.
He doesn't know that it doesn't matter.
You're right. Put it on the table.
It looks like a toenail. Get it away
Yes,
from me.
He holds up the
He's
talent.
like, "Whoa."
What curiosity is this? What does it
This is the talent from
mean?
Gold Boy's rock.
I don't care about that. He tosses it back to you.
I
Fucking
thought you cared
hell.
about a cool battle trophy.
Not at the moment. I would care about it if I weren't hearing information about one of the few friends I have left alive.
Okay, so where do I begin?
He
we
picks-
were in the governor. We
He
looked
picks
at the
up the
governor's
fucking
mansion.
crystal ball. Is this a fucking Lonethus sphere?
I looked in there and there's like spiders.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. That's the spear of Lunethus. It's evil.
Why the fuck did Augustus still have one of these? I thought we broke all these fuckers.
I don't know.
He tosses it back down.
There was also a big old dog statue in his vault.
Oh, keep fucking talking.
Okay. We went into so in his bedroom, you know, that's like, did you hear about this? Like, that's like, I think that's where, maybe he disappeared. I don't know. But there was like blood everywhere and there were like scratches on the wall and stuff. And there was this symbol, in blood, I think, right, Whistler? There's this symbol.
Yes,
And
I
it looks like
it.
this.
You
And
press to
then he
digitate the
does it.
symbol.
Yeah.
He immediately goes pale. He
Do
says,
you know what it is?
"Fuck me. I recognize it."
We did a little research too.
Rakshasa, right?
Uh-huh.
Worse.
What?
Oh,
What do you mean?
Rakshasa Raja.
Oh.
oh, that's Rakshasa back.
No, it's not.
No, not at all.
Let's make a little bit dyslexic here.
I think Loosevik is a little dyslexic.
It's like, yeah. It's an anagram of Rakshasa.
Indeed.
You didn't say anagram, you said backwards.
Yeah, I know. I mean, anagram is just as bad, dude. It's still not
No.
an anagram.
Now
I think
Rakshasa.
the backwards is worse, though.
No, I mean, not really. It's just, it's fewer syllables, dude.
Professor Raja are the like the super cool noble.
Yeah.
They're like
Raja.
the mythical immortal god emperors of the Rakshasa Empire.
Yeah, I have it in my note thing. Where the fuck is it? I listened to this thing like a million times.
I haven't seen
So that I
that
could
fucking
take all the
symbol in
notes.
over 30 years.
Really?
I
So it's the... Okay, so that's what we thought, huh? King Raymond, there was like also a lot of other stuff too. Like, there was like, what, like a vault or like a
Press to digitate the vault. I was in there. It was like a
Or
demon
something?
vault.
Yeah, I described the room with the shackles and
the demon
And
blood
the stain.
He looks
stained.
very
And
confused.
And the room-
Old stain.
the room with the
You don't know anything about it?
No.
the fucking
What the hell?
the
You
dinner-
don't know anything about
castle.
it. It's not a castle. It's in there.
It was in the place.
I don't.
It was in the mansion.
I don't know anything about that.
Does he know anything about
It was beneath it.
the situation with the dinner and the dead folks? The
Hold on, I'm
food?
getting there. I'm getting there.
Hey Ryman, do you know about a giant dog statue?
Shut the fuck up.
See, you don't know anything about that cage? There was like this,
No.
like, crazy. There was also, the craziness doesn't end. There was also, so that thing was really old, by the way. We don't, that's really creepy.
Involved.
Even creepier, these two, they found, like, a bunch of corpses.
Oh wait, hold on, bring him. Little one, come here.
Oh my god.
As the guy staggers in, you see the king lean forward like bug-eyed and says, "Cedric?" And the guy just sort of stares at him and goes, And he sort of looks around at you and says, What the fuck is the head of Augustus's house staff doing here?"
He's missing his tongue. So they found like all of his staff sitting down to dinner, but they'd been dead for like a month.
And he was like kind of bricked off
Yeah, he was trapped in the pantry.
when we found him.
All of them were like just sitting there, like all the food was still there, and it looked like a lot of them had like tried to scratch their throats out. And when we tried to talk to this guy, we tried to send him a message, and he just said, and he never spoke.
He said, "What?"
He said, "Cat got my tongue." He doesn't have a tongue.
You see, Rakshasa.
I know of a Rakshasa. I knew of a Rakshasa.
A tongue stealing one.
More and worse.
Oh.
Fucking over 30 years ago. Back when we were still riding around saving the world, there was a plot we foiled by what we thought was just some sort of demonic entity at the time. An ambition to take over the city of Alaros that we foiled. And after we ruined its plans, this creature took offense at our existence. It called itself... Bugger, I don't remember what it called itself. All I know is we knew it as the Last Raja. That's what it said it was. The last of the emperors of the Rakshasa. And once we were on its radar, it didn't let us go. It hunted us. It killed people we cared about. It killed Augustus's sister in front of his eyes. When he watched...
Did he not find the locket, Augustus's daughter's locket, in the items we gave him?
No, he sees
No,
it.
I put it down.
He sees
down.
it.
He sees it.
And he picks it up and he says, "She was wearing this when we found her." He tortured her for weeks at a time. Kept sending the visions to Augustus in dreams. So he knew. He killed Inara's parents. He killed a lot of people. And then he came for us and we tried to fight him and we lost. We had to run. He's too strong. and he had followers. A cult of some kind that harried us for months and months.
Oh.
The only way we were able to strike back at him if we found where he fucking lived. It was Augustus's plan. It was Augustus's enemy more than anyone's. He always had beef. So what happened to Sarah? We found his home, his mansion in the Nine Hills. We took the fight to him. And he fucking tore us apart. It was a bloody massacre. But Augustus, he was the last one standing of all of us. We'd all fallen, we'd all been scattered in this creature's lair. The last one standing, he managed to bring him down. And then we went on our way and continued with our journeys, but...
So he's dead.
As far as I know. I mean...
Why now?
I haven't thought about this in a long time, but... None of us ever saw the Rajah die. Augustus told us he died, but he was always secretive. Nobody had any reason to disbelieve him. But... I mean, we wiped out the cult. Their leaders scattered to the winds. I mean, he must be dead, or he would have tried to kill us over the last 33 fucking years.
Right? That makes.
Maybe he was biting for. Oh my god, is that a moth in my room?
Maybe he was biting for the
Luzvik
moth.
is looking at that.
No, that's a screwdriver.
Okay, well, yeah, I can see how you get those confused.
My Discord's crashing.
He says as he fades out, robot.
No, I haven't. Let me get my screwdriver and fix that for you.
I'm back.
What?
I have ein suspicion.
What's
your
that?
suspicion?
Terror, back when we were fighting off Zeranites, Terror sent something demonic, and Augustus had disappeared 3 days prior and set everything into disarray.
Well, where did he
What
sense
if-
something?
I don't know, what if the Rakshasa, being all scattered and weak, teamed up with the stronger force?
You think the Rakshasa, the last Rajah, is aligned with the fucking Zeranites?
I don't think Terra here remembers exactly what he sniffed, but there was some demonicness
I
on
do
them.
remember what I sniffed.
Oh, was it the
No,
same?
hold on. He's talking. 1 sec.
It was different, for sure.
Oh, never mind. It was different for sure.
Yeah, Luzvik, the Zeranites, their like official language is Abyssal.
Infernal.
Oh, what?
I told you that.
It's infernal. He tells
God,
Slayer
Abyssal.
in infernal.
No, we mentioned this before, and you wrote Abyssal, and I told you it was Infernal. You just might have forgotten to change it.
I guess I did.
Yeah.
So I'm changing it.
Yeah, it's
I
Infernal.
speak Infernal.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they're just whoring themselves to demons anyway.
Yeah.
Never mind.
What kind of
However, he
noise?
did do it 3 days before the attack, so there might be some connection.
It was well timed.
Yes.
Very
I don't
much.
know fucking anything about that room with chains or whatever you're talking about.
That is the creepiest. It's
I've never
underneath
known.
the mansion.
I've never known Augustus to have anything like that. I mean, he was always inscrutable, but
The stain on the floor, right? Lusvik, you said it looked really, really, really old.
It was ancient blood. Terra can attest.
Well, no. It was spilled a long time ago.
It is an ancient evil, but also very old. The blood stain.
Yes. But, yeah. So
Right,
it was
Tara?
spilled
Tell him.
probably before Augustus lived there.
I waved terror at
Augustus built that building.
That's weird.
Did he?
Aye.
Wait.
Right, Lusvik? You said it looked like it was spilled a very, very... Could I get a number?
Wait.
It looked like it was spilled a long time ago.
What does that mean?
It looked like it was very old. It didn't look like
Ryman.
it
40
didn't look
years
like
old.
it didn't look
100
like
years old.
it didn't look like
King.
it didn't look like it was centuries old, but it looked
King.
like it was
Okay,
pretty.
okay.
It looked like it was old.
That's what I'm asking.
Was the mansion built like during your adventures or afterward?
Afterward,
Like how long afterwards? After that battle?
How many years ago, he means?
after the, well, no, actually, we sort of set up shop in Kaelor. Actually, most of the mansion would have been built around the time of the Raja.
What if he was keeping the Raja in that vault?
Okay, because that seems a lot more likely. Because before, when your last wording, really, really, really old, I was thinking 200 years old.
I don't think I ever used that many realies.
You used 3 reallys.
Did
You
I?
used 3. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm...
Yeah, I listened to it again. He said,
Oh.
really,
We were
really
investigating.
old. And I was
I
like,
didn't-
damn, that must be a long time ago.
I did not mean to
Really
imply that.
is 50 years old.
every
Yeah, I
reali's
was like,
50. Every
really,
reali's
really,
50.
It's a
really?
geological
That's
term.
150 years old?
It's
You get
a
cats
really
up 9
is
lives, but
150
there's like 30 lives each, so you're.
Let's enumerate, really.
You said you were all out when
Aye.
Augustus killed it.
None of us were able to stop him. He was... Even when we fought the fucking Lich at the end of things, the Raja had to be just as powerful.
You said you didn't see him die. Did you wake up back home?
Aye. Augustus got us out of there.
I don't know why we do this, but isn't it possible Augustus died there? Ba, ba, ba.
Oh my god!
Do you
No.
think we could go? We
What?
could go back and examine the blood? Maybe? No.
We went on adventures with Augustus after that. I mean,
Did he seem any different? Like
You're
anything at
being
all that was
too
like
real.
kind of
Let's
weird?
dial this back a little.
I mean, I'd like to think that he kept the Raja so that he could torture him.
I think that's a lot more likely, because
what
right,
did
because
you
that
just-
blood stain down there, that was Raja blood, or
Right.
Rasha blah blah blah.
Was it?
it was fiendish.
Yeah,
it was
it
like-
wasn't Augustus's.
It was something that, yeah. It was too messed up for. What the fuck
Sarah
was it?
couldn't-
He
couldn't
couldn't tell what it was, and I mean, like
But it was
that's
fiendish.
that's not really what he's able. He's not able to determine that. But
I think it's a
he knew
lot
it was
more likely
fiendish.
that that
I'm gonna
was.
get you like a scratching
think so.
encyclopedia of demons, Terror.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna rub you against all these pages.
I will fucking kill you.
He can't.
I will make you stab yourself.
You can't do that.
I
You
fucking
can.
can. I sure
Why
should.
didn't you
both can.
kill me?
I've chosen him as my partner here.
Wait, what state was the door in that led to the bloodstain room?
What
Was it-
state was it in?
Was it? It
It
was
was
closed.
exploded.
It was closed.
you're
It
as-
was heavily sealed. I mean, you never saw that. When you saw it, it was blasted the fuck apart. But when Lusvik first came across it, it was very, very heavily sealed.
Somebody might have sprung him.
Yeah,
Somebody might have waited at the right
maybe
moment.
he escaped somehow, and that might have led to Augustus getting
I
kidnapped.
think that is
But
most likely.
you said the blood was old. If he really didn't kill the Raja, if he really took him and kept him, then wouldn't the blood be fresher than that if he's escaped recently?
I mean, I don't know, maybe he had him there for a while.
Maybe he wasn't constantly
dead and
bleeding for 30
chained
years.
and left alone forever. Maybe he wasn't beating him up for the past 30 years.
Maybe. I don't know.
But that is a good point. I feel like he probably
There was
would be-
dimeridium shackles, so there was definitely enough to maybe keep him in place.
Wonder what John Bones would have remembered him saying to his sister down in the...
He would have said nothing because we can't tell him we did that.
Yeah, no. Because he's dead.
When
But
I
once
was
he's
when I
alive
was
again,
pillaging
we'll
Sarah
ask
Whitechurch's tomb.
Well, no, he wouldn't be saying this in front of the king. But I forget what Augustus
When I
exactly
consecrated her
said.
skull-
And this was before.
He did say a couple of things.
Yeah, and this was before there were recordings, so I can't even go back and check.
No, it's on recording.
That's why I don't think it was the Raja,
Is it?
because he said such sweet things as
You
if
sure?
he said
So
sweet things. to
This
his
was
sister.
after.
The
You're right, this
set-
was after
I don't
Lustig
remember-
came in.
I do not remember the session, but it is entitled Towers and Crypts.
Yeah, no, you're right. This was after Lustig came in. I thought it was before.
It is definitely recorded.
Okay, then I can go back and check. I don't need John Bones. This is fine.
Two needs
I have
jobs.
technology.
Oh yes, back when we had timestamps.
I haven't thought about the last Raja in a very long fucking time. I don't know what to make of this.
It seems as if it was. You know what?
We
Maybe he
tried-
couldn't. You know what? I bet he had to stop beating him up after Augustus started losing his power.
Augustus started. Right.
Perhaps, I don't know.
So then he wouldn't have had the magical inclination to beat up a demon, a fiend, whatever. So maybe that's why the blood is older than it is fresh.
Maybe. I don't know. This is a lot worse than I thought it would be. If the Raja is really still around.
Would the Raja do something like that? I point at Cedric.
The Raja would do a lot worse than that. But he
it's
might
not
do
real
that
Does
for
the Raja
fun.
know how to use bricks?
What?
Because
For
that wall
what?
was bricked off, and unless the Raja is
No,
was
no,
like,
it
let me
wasn't
brick
bricked
this off, I think maybe it wasn't just the Raja.
Oh, you're right. The dining room, you mean? There was like a stone thing.
The dining room was sealed off, and unless that's something they do on their off time, I think someone might have sprung him.
Or helped him.
Yes, and
We
then just like sealed
we
off all of his
obliterated
torture.
that fucking cult.
It doesn't have to be a member of the cult, though.
Not to be.
Could have just been anyone who knew what was in there. And was
I
like,
mean,
hey,
not
let me
even
just set this
Ryman
free.
knew what was in there, though. Did anyone actually know?
I doubt it.
Who knew about the Raja?
If
I
someone
mean-
sprung, they had to.
Everybody who was in the Crusaders with Augustus and I.
But they didn't know that the Raja was.
All of us. No. I mean, there are only 2 other people alive who even know any of that happened. Other than Augustus and me. One of them's fucking crippled in Asaria, the other's... oh, fuck the other.
He's talking about
Infernal Solorius.
Virgo Solorius. Fergal Solorius.
Nope.
Durgal
Didn't end
Lenorius.
on good terms.
Who's Furby Glorious?
Furby.
Don't remember.
I genuinely don't know how to approach this. I mean, we
We
barely made
tried.
it through the first time, and there were more of us, and we were a lot stronger.
We're pretty strong.
I'm not trying to disparage you. I'm
Flex.
Nice gun.
Johnny, you gonna hurt yourself?
If it weren't for,
It does hurt.
I don't even know. We don't even know how Augustus did it. I mean, all we remember
Right.
was losing badly, and then we awoke and we were safe. And Augustus, I mean, we knew it was him because he had his bloody knife. He had the Rakshasa's bloody knife, so we knew he took it from him. But I don't know.
Not. And our trail ran cold after we found all this evidence.
We tried
I'm
scrying
assuming-
on him.
Do you know
We
if
tried
he's
scrying on
alive?
him. Oh, right. Yeah, Johnny, go ahead.
Yeah, I've been trying to say this for a few. It's fine though. We tried scrying on him, but Whistler tried scrying on him, and he's alive, but he's not on this plane. We couldn't see,
It's pretty.
so he was taken.
If what you're suggesting is true, if he kept that Rakshasa, I expect if the Rakshasa got him back, he doesn't plan on letting Augustus die for some time. Fuck me.
To get him back.
Daft bastard, Augustus, what the fuck were you thinking?
Guy apparently went through a lot.
It was never the same after Lonithus. After Sarah. Shite.
Well, we got all these tools now. Tools? Things, I guess. Could try to think about where we could go from here based on this.
I wouldn't know where to begin. I mean, I'll be honest, they didn't invite me to the meetings of strategy when we were the Crusaders. I was more of a blunt instrument.
Nah.
Fuck. I don't know how to help him.
Well, we can think of something, maybe. Tell you what if we, well, we will pop up to Asaria.
From what Ossian has told me, Asaria has managed to repel the Zeranites that invaded them. Naira, of course, is under the effect of, the Era Torment, but...
That's what I forgot. Ow!
I don't expect you found any cure for that while you were in the Kalor area. No, I didn't think so.
No. I said no. Sorry.
Connie's still fucking comatose here. don't know what to do about her. Obviously, grandmother's off the table. It's a problem for another day.
Well, I guess that's all the news that we got with these.
Bollocks.
What?
I don't mean to interrupt this grimness of any kind, but the last time we spoke via Sendin, I did tell you there was more news from abroad.
Oh yeah, tell us that.
So, right. Might as well get that out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
So, a couple of things from across the seas. Ilatit Magor and the Scattered Isles, the Magartamian colony, they were sort of under attack from the Zukari Empire, riled up by the Zeranites to try and distract Magartamian forces. They've repelled that now. The Zukari didn't seem that interested in the attack and were just sort of looking for an opportunity to raid. But they're still on guard over there, so they're not able to help the people in the homeland. Over in Razmuir, the war between Bastilla Creek, the Magartamian colony, and the Zeranite main force is still going on, and the colony is starting to lose. Magartamia has not been able to get rid of the Geistadler, and the Primarch has refused contact, and they don't want to start a war because that's going to be a bloody tall order given all the Zeranite shite that's happening. I've talked about this with Alistair over there, but Alistair's brother there has really solidified his power there and is starting to give Vorsland's money to the Zeranites to bolster their forces. He's holding his sister hostage or something.
What?
Yep.
Is he dumb?
Well, they put him in bloody power, so
yeah.
Still no word from Kolgar or Tatiana. I've tried all I can.
We gotta go there next, you guys.
Ard Karim is still holding, but there was some sort of sabotage or something, and they lost a bunch of siege weaponry and stored food.
I think we should go there.
They're still holding for now, and it seems like the bulk of the armies are focused on taking the countryside. But right now they're pretty buried in there. And Aloran and Zavmak, I've not heard from them in a while. I've been trying to get into contact with them and I've not been able to. Perhaps they found out we were in contact or something and they've taken steps to avoid that. I don't know. But that's the majority of what's going on, and then of course you know about their push towards the east. They've reached a bit far, they're past Hallgreen at this point, and they're more or less on our doorstep at this point. At least here in Talakip.
Okay. I think we should probably go to Ard Karim.
Right in the middle of the Zeranite thing?
It will create a big enough distraction for them that they would have to send more people back. So therefore, people would have more time to get prepared. AKA... Kaelor.
What would we even do?
What would we do? We would try and help them like we did with the Ebrians. I mean,
so
Kaelor.
let's not do any more political stuff right now.
But I don't think...
I'm gonna find Kolgar.
Okay, but Johnny, I think we owe it to the king to at least help him somewhat.
I mean, both of those would help me a lot. I need...
King, you're not helping me! I'm trying to help you!
Listen, Ad Karim needs to be liberated. That much is clear. And we need to get Commander Vance out of there so that the armies can start helping us. But we have gone far too long without any members of the council, and sorry, Ossian, but we bloody need Tatiana more than we've ever needed her. And Kolgar as well, I suppose.
I feel a strange kinship with him.
Both of those need to be done. It's just... we need help from somewhere, and... bugger me, I don't know.
So it comes down to, do we want military might or do we want 2 people?
2 people, 2 people, 2 people. Nothing's cuter than a dwarf and a tiefling.
Except for maybe a giant Apache helicopter.
No, that's not cute.
I think that's cute. It's not that I don't have any feelings for Kolgar. Trust me, the SOS says he's an excellent dude. Which means that's
the
false.
SOS is always wrong.
Subtext, he's not.
SOS wrong, Steve right.
The only thing the SOS got right was that Steve was correct.
Yeah.
That's canon.
It doesn't even know what about, it just knows that he was right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Steve
don't know
was
anything
correct.
about this Steve character. Who he is, but he's right. We know this.
When I met Steve, I could tell by looking into his eyes that he was deeply mistaken.
That he had made a grave mistake.
I'm going to dub over that when I edit this video with very correct.
Why would Rizzo think that?
I want Savalier to come back to life, and then Whistler, Savalier, and Kolgar to form a Voltron.
No. And they'll defeat Steve.
And then they kill Steve.
They kill him. They kill him in one hit.
Ow. We should just kill everyone in one hit.
True.
Wait a minute.
Why didn't I think of doing that earlier?
The Titanic team come with us, Earnhardt?
They came with you. They're not in the room.
No, I'm. Never mind. I'm Johnny talking to himself about something.
Hey guys. Fard Kareem.
Where is the Titanic team?
I'm
he's clapping.
respected.
I thought he was slapping like his cheek or something.
What the fuck?
I'm like, I don't know what he's doing, but I'm just gonna keep talking.
So you didn't laugh.
No.
And Matt, I think that you're transforming into a donkey, like in those horrible furry comics.
Oh yeah, the furry
No,
comics.
Matthew.
Did I do a weird laugh?
No.
He meant Matthew, the Murph kind.
Yeah. He lives in 124.
You don't know that. You don't.
124 Fang Lane. Fang Lane.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'll defer to the group ultimately, but I do want to.
Well, Lustig doesn't know what to do.
Not even Lustig.
I should note,
Hello.
one of those options does have the ability to raise the dead.
And that
Wait.
option is...
Oh, okay, so we're going to Ard Kareem then, because Butte is our new friend.
I guess we'll have to go find Tatiana and Kolgar.
Wouldn't reviving your friend make you all happy?
Butte.
I found a new friend.
Butte.
I mean, like, don't get me
Butte.
wrong. I am
Yes,
fine
Azor?
with this person.
I can tell you one thing.
What is
One
it?
thing.
When our friend John Bones comes back to life, You're going to be playing 2 characters.
I'm not sure I understand Wizlore.
Someone will. Someone understands.
Please, God, no.
Earth people are loving it.
What do I do? Don't do this to me.
I'm not sorry.
Hold on, if we're going to Ironheart next, I need to talk to somebody. Just realized.
You gotta ask
there's nobody that you know that has any history there.
Hold on, let me make a history.
Literally no one?
Let me write a history book. Hold on.
Oh no.
Hold on, let me write a history book real quick.
Yeah, just really quick. Really quick. Writing a history book. Writing an alternate history in which Johnny has a GF.
Bro,
what does the GF stand for?
You know.
Go fish.
Don't grill the fish.
Don't grill fish.
I said go fish.
Grow fish?
Go fish. Now draw a card. God.
Oh, damn it.
Draw a card, you fuck!
I was never good at Uno.
Draw a card!
Alright.
Yeah, roll history to go fish.
It's the ace of spades. You lose.
I like the heart one, so I'm gonna...
I'll be back. I'll be back in a hot second.
There we go.
Now that he's gone, we can finally say, I don't know.
And then I like the 6 because if you have 6 like this, then it's like it looks like a 9 down.
Try. Can you do a monologue as Butte? Right now, while he's gone.
Well, what is the idea behind this monologue? Like, what is it? An evil monologue?
It
is
can
he
be
putting
evil.
us down, or is he like giving us a rousing speech?
Actually,
a rousing speech.
It's a rousing speech about
An arousing speech.
An arousing speech about the qualities of the Swiffer steam cleaner.
Nice 69, dude.
Thanks,
What?
bro. Wait,
that was a non sequitur.
You don't know that.
No.
No, it wasn't a non sequitur. It's on the Brill 20.
Sorry, bud. I don't think so.
It was a sequitur.
Now tell us about the Swiffer steam cleaner.
Oh, the Swiffer
Oh,
steam
yeah.
cleaner
Oh, the Swiffer steam cleaner.
It's a cleaner, neener.
Yeah, you got it.
Can't forget about that steam boost. Ooh,
Steam a boost?
that's right.
Boosty.
Aladdin. I don't think I'm gonna need my dice.
Here I am again.
I gotta keep filling them up.
Oh my oh.
There goes my hero.
Watch him as he grows.
So where do you think you're going?
Goes fish.
Let's put it to a vote. I say that. It's a very obvious penis.
Who would do this?
What? What? Penis? I don't know what that is. No, he erased his fish card.
That was the card I drew.
I did say go fish, and he drew that card.
Oh fuck! I changed my character's name now.
Yeah, you gotta change it to same picture though.
Beaut.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, they have gifs now.
All of the mountains was just put on.
Oh my god, I forgot to. Nick.
Oh no!
I forgot to do this
Okay,
in the last.
now that's the correct one. Yeah.
Nick, I'm an idiot, and I forgot to do this last session. I need you to put this on the map right now, please.
Whoa!
You guys, hold on. Let's put this to a vote because I can't stay on.
I think we'll know tonight.
Well, let's decide tonight.
No.
Oh no! He's cooling all over the continent.
Because if we do decide on one thing, then I just want to say one thing.
I would ask very much that you decide tonight because I have to prepare things, you cocksuckers.
Shut up! Oh my god!
Oh yeah, I'd like us to do like something.
We'll just have to have you decide plan for many things at once.
No, you can go fuck
Like
yourself.
you may have to go here, or we may go here, or maybe.
Okay,
we
so
don't.
can we put this to a vote?
I mean, I've got
arbitrarily?
stuff prepared for both already, but I need to prepare more. You
But
know?
what if we
Or
don't go
a
there?
Ron Hart.
Let's do it, boys.
Is
Raise your
Ronick here?
hand.
I don't.
Gronic.
He's been silent for like a really
Yeah,
long
he's been
time.
silent for quite some time. 1 second.
Gronic, if you're awake, fart.
So,
Can you do that on demand?
He farted.
No, that was me.
No,
Whoa.
it was
no,
Ronnie.
hold on.
I was
understand.
gonna say do the horrible noise that HK does that wakes
No,
people
I'm
up, but it only
calling
works
him,
for
it's fine.
Brandon.
And it's pretty late enough. It's
Listen.
almost 2. Like, let's be real. We don't need him awake. We're gonna end this soon.
Okay, well, shit. His phone is off. His telephone is off.
Well, I'll vote right now, and then tomorrow Ronick will vote, and then Nick will have a week to prepare.
Fuck you.
It's that easy.
Iron Farty. He said Farty.
Night.
Alright,
Okay, HK voted in text form.
I mean, it's, you know,
Oh, somebody was.
Iron fart.
someone didn't like the fart.
Oh,
Somebody didn't like it. It's some anonymous person did not like
is
it.
it in there too?
But I say, hey.
Hey.
And I say, hey, hey! What a wonderful kind of day.
Lay! Oh, it's
Lay!
too late to go to the grocery.
God.
God, yes.
Okay, let's. Okay. So, nice. Does that mean Whistler wants to go to Ironheart?
Iron
I
fart.
think so.
Do you think so?
I think he does. I think he wants to get that revival stuff.
Man, this is gonna be the second time I got overruled on the fucking go to Ard Kareem.
If it wasn't for Tatiana being able to revive, I'm pretty sure Whistler would want to go to Ard Kareem.
Ironheart sounds cooler.
Ironheart sounds cooler, but let's be real. We need military might. If we
Johnny
are,
has wanted to go to
if
Ironheart
we are
since the
serious about going after the Zeranites, we should go to Ard Kareem before it falls. And I do not think if we go to Ironforge,
No, that was
Ironheart, not Forge.
Ironforge.
Blizzard, sue us, please.
beginning. Dude, I call it Iron Shield too.
Iron Lung.
Iron Lung. If we do not go to the Iron Lung,
The Iron Butt.
Damn it! I
Then
thought
we-
Not the iron butt!
Get
and
out of my
I do
head!
believe
Get out
the
of my head.
Zeranites will just be able to walk over literally everything. We need to stop them at least once. That will buy us time to do other things.
This isn't gonna be a short thing though.
Yes. the iron
Neither
butt.
is Iron. Neither is going back for Kolkar.
Yes,
They're both
but
going to be long. And honestly, at this point, like we've already
Bitches.
pushed we've already already helped the king get fucked in the ass once.
The king already said that he would be fine with us going to Ironfart.
Correct, but the king is also wrong.
You're wrong.
Jeffro
I'm sorry,
is
Jeffro.
never wrong.
listen, Jeffro, we'll meet you in our Kareem. Okay, we're gonna go to Iron.
I mean, I'm going
We'll
where
be
you
right
guys
there.
are going. That's a little bit rude, Johnny. Just
We'll be
because we've
right
been a little
there.
bit combative recently does not mean
Where does Butte
I
wanna
still
go?
don't appreciate you. I do want to
You
go get
give a
Kolgar, but I'm just thinking.
I'm
That-
gonna ask Butte where he wants to go.
Children have a voice too.
Hey Butte, where
Yes.
do you want to go?
I'm sorry, I don't have much.
Butte, I'm
History.
holding you at gunpoint.
You've been standing there looking really
Iron-
confused by all of this for like fucking an hour.
It was really hard to find a point to jump in.
Yeah, I know.
So
I'm
much
really
history.
sorry that this had to happen like this, but there was no better place to introduce Butte.
I understand.
It's either this is that's happening, or you're not getting an opinion. What do you? Holy shit! Fuck that.
Yeah, Butte. What do you think?
Yeah, Butte.
Right.
What it's going to be.
Not that you're gonna
Butte.
tilt the
Yeah,
scales. or anything,
Butte.
but
Well, it would make you all happy if your friend was alive again, right?
Yes.
mhm.
Well, then I would say we would go with Ironheart.
And the Iron Farts have it.
Iron farts have it. That's okay. We'll just all
Okay,
die.
but I'm okay. Will you excuse me? I need to.
Oh, yes.
We should. I mean, I don't know where the Titanic team is, but I would like to talk
They're in
to
the
Kella.
building.
I would like to talk to Kella for a second.
Okay. You go to seek out Kella.
I seek.
All right. She's not terribly difficult to find. It's not that small, the castle, but it's echoey enough that it's easy to tell where people are. And you find Kella setting up in a small room. She's not setting up is a strong word. She's set her stuff down and is trying to make the sleeping situation look a little more comfortable. But she's not like, she doesn't look like she's getting comfy. And as you enter, she says, "Johnny, how's it going? How did it go with the king?"
Oh, I mean, as expected.
Yeah, all right, that's fair.
Yeah, I don't think I need to.
No, no, I kind of figured it would probably be a bit of a shitstorm.
Yeah, yeah. You know, he's doing what he can.
Sure.
And so did we, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we made the right decisions, so I'm not too broken up over it. We did the best we could.
You're right. We should be nice to ourselves about it, huh?
Yeah. Could have
At
gone a lot worse.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Listen, I don't know what you guys are planning on.
Well, we've just received an offer, so we might take it up.
What's the offer?
You're not there.
Not there. Jeffro, get out!
Jeffro's shadow is cast from the hall as he looms into the room. A bit of a douche offered us a shitload of money to help him liberate his country. So we might do that. Also because they're giving a lot of money to the Zeranites, and we figured we might need to stab them in the back a bit, try to cut off their coffers or something. At least that's what the people who are smarter than me were talking about.
Oh.
So we might be going away for a little while. I don't know if we're gonna do it, but it's a lot of money, and it seems like a good cause.
My lips are pursed. Oh. Yeah. Cool.
Anyways, what were you gonna say?
Well, I mean, I asked you if you had anything. You know, we were. Well, we have some friends who've gone missing. Maybe you've heard.
How'd you mention them, eh?
Earnhardt.
You're gonna go into Ironheart.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. It's not the most friendly place. It's if I can make it till my deathbed without going under that mountain again, it'll be a good time. So
I understand.
what do you think happened to him?
Oh, I have no idea. I have zero idea. They just went up there and they were gone. Like, can't sending them, can't scry on them, nothing.
I have a theory as to why that might be.
Oh, do you?
I spent a little time in the Underdark, as you know, and well, do you know? I imagine you don't know much about the Underdark, but it's a terrible place for more than one reason, and one of the worst things about it is there's this sort of cloud that hangs over the whole Underdark, this sort of almost like a radiation. They call it Fairsres. And it...
Minovsky particles.
Get out of here, Slayer!
The Fairsres... The people who live in the Underdark know about it. It makes magic go a little bit fucky. Especially the sort of stuff that sends messages and teleports. That sort of thing is always buggered by the Fairsres. So that makes me think that maybe you can't reach them because they found their way into the Underdark and it's not getting through the Fairsres. And that's bad because it's a terrible place.
Hello, what was your brother's name?
Which one?
When they got released.
Tries to look it up as fast as possible so it doesn't look like...
Could you also give me the names of the rest of the family too?
doesn't look like she doesn't know what her fucking brother's name is.
She gets out a piece of paper and goes to write down the names of her whole family.
Hold on, I'm sorry, I didn't... here we
No,
go.
she's looking for a
No,
piece of paper in her satchel.
The one who got released, his name was Galen.
Galen Halfthor.
My other brother was Toldir. My mother was Ralda. My father was Svengar. My sister was Brianna.
Is your sister older than you or younger than you?
Older. About 8 years.
That's a lot older. What? For a dwarf. It's a lot for a human. Alright, just curious.
Johnny, no, never mind.
I'll see what I can find.
It's just...
I mean, no promises, obvious. No.
I mean, The last time I saw Brianna, she was alive. I don't know if she is still. But if she is, she's still there. In that bloody Duergar city.
I lost my notes. I know I wrote down the name of it. Yeah, totally. The name of that. No, that wasn't the name of it. That was the name of the city that Kella was.
Bronzehelm is where she's from.
Yeah. I didn't get the name of the Dwarka city.
They have a whole bloody country. They call it Koganusan. The city's called Moskuldov.
Well, I'll ask for it later.
Moskuldov.
Did I... Do you want me to type it?
Could you just write all that down for me, thanks?
This was the country. This was the city. She was... I told you she wouldn't. She refused to hurt my parents.
Right.
And they took her away, and I don't know where she went.
Was Galen the one that was set free?
Aye, he was.
And he could still be there too, right?
I don't know. Hellchain left him into the Underdark, so... I mean, he was just a boy.
What, my age?
Huh?
Or like small?
He was 5.
How old would they be now, both of them?
He would be 17. She would be
33 plus 8.
in her 30s.
Kelly, you're 29, right? How old are you?
28.
33? Okay. So 28 plus 8 should be 36.
His name was Mirdev Hellchain. The slaver who took us, killed my family. He ran a fighting pit called the Red Crucible in Moskuldov.
Be sure to give Slayer that name, Johnny.
Oh, he's gonna tell everybody.
I remember it. I'll
Slayer,
never forget his fucking face. And I know that Kaelin may not be alive, but Brianna, he never killed the girls.
He never. Don't know what to think of that. Red Crucible, right? Is that what you called it? The fighting pit called the Red Crucible?
Alright,
Did I hear you? Okay, sorry.
That's fine.
Probably heard it.
You did hear it right, I'm just writing it anyways.
Oh, okay.
It's just better to have a record.
I spelled his name right!
Hey, look at that! It's not that complicated.
It's the first time. Hey, don't downplay this. time of my life. Dude, I was spelling, not raid. What was I spelling wrong? Deeps. Oh god.
Deeps?
I'm not gonna say how I was spelling deeps.
No, how are you spelling deeps? Come on.
Like the Vietnamese name. DIEP.
No, that's that.
Nice.
That's funny.
Alright. Okay. Well, we can work with this. Since apparently we're gonna go there anyway.
I know it's... I mean, it's...
We're going to hell, I'm totally...
It's a stupid... I mean, it's a stupid thing to ask. It's a lot to...
Man, I was sleeping.
Yeah,
I know revenge is a... I mean, it's a stupid pursuit, but there's nothing in the tenets of payload against it. But I could never go back myself. I can barely go into basements without having a panic attack.
Hell, it's okay. It was 100% my idea.
It was my idea. And it's a good idea. I made it good.
Just be careful, okay? It's a... You don't know what it's like. It's the worst place in the world.
1,000-yard stare. Yep. I think I can do it.
No.
Kelly, you'll be gone anyway, so I'll already be in.
Nice.
That's a bloody cheesy line, but I'm gonna be honest, it's totally working on me right now.
Ooh, there you go.
Kelly, when you said you were gonna go to Wars Bucko, my heart already fell out of my body.
He's paying us a lot of money.
I'm not blaming you.
I mean, money's money, you know?
And he may be a bastard, but do we want the Zeranites in there? No. I mean...
No. You should help him. I mean, like, if he'd given us the opportunity to help him, I would have done it. Because I owe him something.
Yeah, he mentioned that he thought about hiring you guys, but he said he didn't know if he'd be able to resist the impulse to have you all executed. He seems like a fun guy.
I have a confession. I threw him off an airship by accident.
That's really funny.
It wasn't... I felt really bad.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I feel like I would throw him off an airship too.
I didn't do it up.
It's alright, Johnny. Your secret's safe with me. Your secret about desperately wanting to hurl him off an airship.
Why are you hurting me?
That's a lame airship.
Oh, Ludwig!
Oh.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Ludwig, you want to go to Ironheart or Ard Kareem? I feel like this is already off the table, but...
So why is Ard Kareem on a place?
Yes, Ironheart or Ard Kareem. I don't even know if he was here to listen to this.
No, I just woke up.
Okay, well...
Great, well, you can listen to the recording.
Yeah,
listen to the recording.
What do you see? I clearly want to go to, and then the session ends.
But wait, I think my girlfriend's saying something.
I think the die's already been cast.
There's already enough votes to go to one place, but you still count, so make your vote.
Oh, I still count, guys. You're there.
You were asleep, fuckers. Stop being a bitch.
No, I'm not. I
You were.
I don't know what's going on, so I have to make the decision later.
Yeah, it's okay. Anyway, I'm sorry, you were speaking to me.
Just to be
The
clear,
word.
you know,
Rear.
panic attacks and PTSD or no, if you do die down in the Underdark, I will be leading a suicide mission down there to bring the light of Palor to every son of a bitch down there and execute them all with ruthless efficiency. So my blood's going to be on your hands too if you die, so stay alive.
Aw.
Yeah, same. If he throws
Slayer
you off an
really
airship,
likes
I'm gonna
Keller.
catch you.
I
Actually,
think
I don't think I can do it.
I think we'll probably kill each other in that instance. I'll probably flatten you. I wear a lot of plate armor.
That's true. My hands can't.
Not
hold
that I
my
don't think you're
intention.
strong and all.
I'm not.
Yeah, I think you're strong enough.
I'm just trying to make you feel better.
I can't even lift you.
I'm buttering you up a little bit.
Well, butter my biscuit.
I'm sure if we had an arm wrestling contest, you'd last a little while.
Johnny has no hands.
I
Oh,
don't know.
bugger, fucking shite. Why do I always bring up arm wrestling with Johnny?
Every day, kill a person to his room.
Every
Every day I'm arm wrestling.
Arm wrestle.
And
Yeah, I
he's
was
like,
about
oh,
to say,
fuck!
just like bring up thumb wrestling.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare thumb. Oh,
Always new ways to humiliate
One,
yourself,
two,
Taylor.
3, 4. I declare thumbs no more.
We lost them all.
Raise everyone's hand.
Kella Half-Thor does not care about the rights of people without hands.
I declare a half Thor.
you've done it.
God.
You've done it.
You cracked the code. You did. You broke comedy down to its bare essentials.
I rhymed in a funny way.
All that?
So alright, I'm off to make money in a beautiful vineyard full of bastards. And you're delving below the earth to go to the worst place on SINDROA. So this is gonna be cool.
Yes, the worst place in the world, which I decided will be, and then the session ends.
No, hold on. I'm speaking. Wait. Get out of here, Loonsman.
Lisbig's here.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Who's fixed here?
Ravic, 2 other people have already tried to break into this conversation.
I home in on Johnny. And
Like Jeff Rose tried to come in, Slayer's tried to come in.
I dim door in.
Well, Loosefink apparates into it. Well, Kelly, when are you gonna leave? You know?
Oh, I don't know. Probably not tomorrow, but very shortly. We're not gonna stay long. Obviously, our new benefactor does not want to leave his country in the hands of his expletive brother any longer. Really doesn't like that guy. Family issues, I guess.
Poor guy.
So
Well, that bed looks kind of comfy.
yeah, well, I've been trying to make it a little better. It's not ideal, but it is what it is.
Got a blanket. I added to it.
I genuinely have no idea what you just said.
I got a blanket. I'll add it.
Oh, it'd be nice. Gets
Okay, come
cold
sit
in
with
here.
me.
It's fucking drafty.
Come here. I have a lot of body heat. I'm a tiefling.
It is true. You are a lot warmer than I am.
So, arm around shoulder.
You are a lot warmer than I am.
Okay, so come sit with me for a while. Let's warm up.
God, I hate both of you.
Sure.
Why do you hate me?
I hate this.
What do you hate? Me? Renick hates. He hates me trying to mac on my. He hates my OC trying to
hates you
mac
trying
on
to mac
his
on your
NPC. Okay, they're just gonna cuddle under a blanket for a while.
Sure.
They're that. What do you mean? Sure.
What? She
all I'm
said sure.
saying is that if you were in Ju's shoes, you would be doing the same exact thing.
You're just
I
jealous
mean,
because she's
I don't think
getting
it's wrong.
some
I
in this
just,
game.
it's just.
Mister, I already got some, and now I'm complaining about another person getting
No,
some.
no, not at all. I'm glad
They're
this
not
is
even
happening.
having
It's just-
sex. They're just sitting there.
They're just cuddling.
Menacingly.
Yes.
There's clothes
sitting
on,
there,
dude. I don't think there's
menacingly.
even a door to this room.
There is not a door to this room.
Like they're not.
It's okay, Johnny's
They're
kinky.
not getting
I bang on
naked,
the door.
Ronick.
No.
They're not
We all
getting
know
naked.
Johnny's
They're
all
just sitting there cuddling.
No, I don't have an issue with the sex. I have an issue with the dialogue leading up to it.
What's wrong with that?
It's too cute for him, I guess.
I guess.
We all guess.
I think that is. Yeah, I think it's that.
Maybe it's too awkward. Maybe that's it. Secondhand embarrassment. I'm very awkward.
No, it's
I understand,
nice and
Ronick. I understand.
It's nice and adorable, and it's hard to imagine just like all of this ending and Johnny going, ah!
What?
Really?
Ronick,
Okay, so it was awkward.
Ronick,
Johnny,
Ronick, can I just put forward, Ronick, you are a reprehensible human being.
Absolutely reprehensible.
How?
Ronick was trying to do. I mean, Johnny was trying to do the stretch thing. You know, where you stretch and then you.
No,
put it on
that's
around
cute.
it.
Yeah.
Ronick, one of these days you need to find the point where you should have shut the fuck up, and do that.
Go ahead.
I mean, I'm finished.
Yeah, we're done.
Come on, Ronnie. Just let it happen.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay.
Generate
Are
that?
you fucking kidding me?
Holy shit!
Are you fucking kidding me right
Did you
now?
buy the fucking like model? Try hard. Look at me. Look at me.
Did you only get this
Did you
because of
pay
this
for
picture?
stock photos?
Where did you
Tryhard's
find?
favorite thing to say is ERP. That's his favorite thing to say. So I feel like he chose this because he found this and he's like, look, it's me, and it's me saying this all the time.
I was dying for so long.
I don't have a word to describe the emotion I'm feeling right now.
I feel betrayed.
I kept saying this was the perfect image every single time I found a new image.
Looks like
And
Pete's
that
gonna
was
have
the
a lot
one.
to clean up.
This is. I have never felt astonishment on this level before.
Holy Christ.
I feel like you know that
What are the odds?
bit in 2001: A Space Odyssey where he goes through the thing and his fucking face starts stretching and there's all the fucking flashing light. That's how I feel right now.
I just... Oh,
This is. I mean, that's just so.
the stars aligned, the planets
I mean,
aligned, everything was...
It's honestly, it's like this picture for me.
Like, I want...
It always comes back to this fucking picture.
It's perfect. But so much.
But this was not ERP, okay? They're just cuddling.
Oh, okay.
There's no.
No, because Tryhard doesn't know the word RP. He only knows the word ERP.
It's true.
Like
There's
he
no-
uses
there's
them
no-
interchangeable. There's no difference between them.
There's no lock on the. There's no door in the door frame. And Kella doesn't want to take off her clothes because she is embarrassed by the way she looks.
Never nude.
You didn't have to say it, but you did. You had to call her out like that.
I apologize.
I'm a lever dude.
So I imagine nobody's. I mean,
Living?
are we doing? Should we end it?
Yes.
Is there anything else anyone else wants?
I don't know.
Nope.
I don't think anything can top ERP.
Oh yes, everyone. I've decided that I would like to go to
I mean, it was just Ironheart to save Kolgar or Ard Karim to break
Okay,
the
I figured
siege.
that was everyone's
It was
guess.
those are the choices. So
Well, so I woke up through like Kella saying I don't want to go there, and I'm like, oh, I should probably talk about Ironheart.
Yep.
Yeah, because we're going there.
That was the decision people came to.
It's 4-1 right now, and you're the
You're the non-deciding vote.
Yeah.
More or less.
It's
Uh,
been
you're a
decided.
vote.
You exist. What?
I kid.
Actually, it's 3-1.
You may cast your die.
How is the portal 1?
No, it's 3-1.
I heard portal 1.
But Butte
Okay,
had a vote. It's 4-1.
Oh, okay.
True.
True.
I'm gonna end this session now, folks. That is our SINDROA session. A little bit shorter this evening because of, and I'm going to hit the stop button now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up for Butte.
Woo!
Hi.
No
clap,
4th
clap,
year
clap, clap.
anniversary.
Clang!
Good night.
Happy 3rd year anniversary.
Bye.